Dave, what do you like better, Jaws 3D or Friday 13th Part 3D?
Can I guess? Can I guess?
It's obvious. What?
Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws 3 is amazing. It's my favorite of the Jaws movies. Hey everybody, good afternoon, happy Monday. Crazy Joe's here, and we're about to start the live stream. He's excited. All right, so, yeah. All right, you ready? You ready to do this?
Let's do this.
Is that the face you're gonna make for the?
Let's.
All right, we
stream.
Are we good? I don't know. I never get this camera right.
Coming at you.
All right, here we go.
Living
room. Hopefully we won't have issues this week. There we go. Hopefully this works and we don't have to like restart this like 17 times. Because that was fun last time.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Going live. Maybe. Oh, hey, we're live. There we go. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick. Knock on wood. That went well. So, all right. Try to get you guys pulled up here on the screen so I can see what you're saying. Hey guys, where is my video? There it is. What are you doing? You're busy.
I'm responding.
You busy texting people? You should be live streaming. You're here texting people.
I'm setting the record straight. Someone commented that Avengers cheated to become #1. Because they said it got re-released with new footage, whereas Avatar didn't have to do that. And I'm correcting the person because actually Avengers was not re-released.
Oh.
It's still in its initial release. It never left theaters. Whereas on the other hand,
hey, Gavin.
in 2009, Avatar was re-released after.
Well, I think Avatar cheated too because it made all that money because everybody wanted to go see it in 3D.
Right. Unlike
other 3D movies where some people see it in 2D, some people see it in 3D. Avatar was very much like, oh, you have to see this in 3D. Like, that's what everybody was saying. Like, don't even bother seeing the movie in 2D. You have to see it in 3D. And I think a lot of people went and spent that extra money to see it in 3D, which I think boosted those sales way, 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 way up.
I never saw Avatar.
And that movie was extremely mediocre.
Yep. If it needed the 3D, people tell me it needed the 3D. If it needed the 3D, that tells me it's not a very good movie. Like if you're reliant on your gimmick, then it's...
The amazing thing about that movie was just the fact that it looked so cool at the time. At the time, it was like, wow, like, look at this animation. It's amazing.
See, I gotta tell you, I didn't think it looked good. Like, I saw the trailers, and I'm like, well, those guys look really fake. Those blue people look, like, really cartoony. So, I don't know.
The Navi?
Yeah.
All right, so, let's start reading what people have to say.
Hi, people.
And Marty says, hopefully YouTube does good. Yeah, we'll see. I don't trust this YouTube live crap. Jamel, how was my day? Pretty good. I basically just spent it messing around with my logo because you guys know I changed my logo around and I'm having to go on a website and I'm going to go on the Spreadshirt and do new shirts and stuff. So I feel like I should move this like closer or something. Oh no! We're all crooked now. What did I do? There we go. It's a little better. I feel like we don't have so much gap on top of our faces now.
I like the lower one better.
Well, that's
a better shot.
It is, but that's live.
I know. It's a better shot. Tomorrow, we're not going to look as good tomorrow.
Well, we won't look as blown out.
Everyone's going to be like, hey, look, now they're in 4K, and they look really bad.
It's not 4K, it's 1080.
Whatever. Yeah,
I don't do 4K.
The people who see the repeat get to see my big tummy.
There you go.
So, I don't know.
Cinema Fun says you missed how do you say that? Equestrian Girls DVD at the first Goodwill in the video you posted today. What's Equestrian
Girls is a spin-off of My Little Pony where they become human girls. But they're still kind of like horses. It's a little creepy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I missed that. I kind of passed up on purpose. Bohemian says he loves new logo. Thank you. Believe it or not, I'm going to be retiring, I think, these shirts. The old Curse of Cinema Sickness logo. I think it might It might go away. Or maybe I'll just keep this shirt up as like vintage, like the vintage Cinema this shirt. But all the other shirts I have with like this font will go away. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Should I at least keep like this shirt, the classic vintage Cinema this logo shirt? Should I keep this up and then retire the other ones that also have this logo on it? I don't know. AU, tell your mom to give me a call and we'll...
You see, AU, man, I gotta tell you, AU, he says the same thing almost every week. But then last week on my live stream, he got all heavy with some serious topics, and I was like, oh. But now we're back to...
Joey says, keep the shirt available.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bohemian's a she. Sorry. My demographic's a lot of guys, so I just assumed. All right, keep the vintage. All right, so I'll probably just keep this shirt available, but all the other ones that I have with the same logo, like the ones straight across and stuff like that and whatnot, I'll retire those just because I don't know. Make some non-black shirts. Marty, my shirts are available in like 75 different colors.
Yeah, you choose your color.
Yeah, you choose your color. When you go to Spreadshirt, I mean,
it's like a choose your own adventure.
He has his shirt in gray right now, but he could have gotten in blue, pink, green, orange, yellow. I mean, there's
pink.
There's like 100 colors. Yeah.
Hot pink.
Sean wants the minty fresh shirt because I was showing my shirts. I was like, pick one and I'll buy one for you when I order our shirts again. And he wanted the minty fresh one. He goes, what color can I get it in? I show him all the colors, and he chose the hot pink. So he's gonna get a hot pink minty fresh shirt.
Aubrey is in the house. Stephanie Vogel is that which Stephanie is Stephanie Vogel?
Oh, that's black hair Stephanie.
Okay.
Hey Steph, hey, how are you feeling, Steph? Am I allowed to kind of? I won't go into the details, but am I allowed to kind of say why you're not here today? Let me know. I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say.
We got to say goodnight to Aubrey's daughter Lydia. Good night, Lydia.
Good night, Lydia. That's if I had a girl. Oh, Steph says I can say. All right. If I had a girl, we were gonna name her Lydia. That's what we were gonna. That was named. In fact, it's so uncommon to find like Lydia keychains and Lydia stuff that upstairs in the bedroom, I have a little box that's full of Lydia stuff because I just assumed, well, I don't know if I'm gonna have a boy or a girl.
Right.
But we knew someday we were gonna have a kid, and I figured, well, if I ever have a kid and it is a girl and I want to name her Lydia, I better start buying this stuff now. So I bought all this Lydia stuff, and then we ended up having a boy.
Yeah, we can never find things that say Kira on it, so we cursed Kira to being the child who never finds her name on the license plates in the gift shop. I mean, they can't all be, we could have named her Burt, I guess.
Okay, so the reason why Stephanie's not here, you're going to see in, it hasn't been up yet. Well, it has for patrons. If you're a patron, you've seen the video. If you're not, you'll see it, I guess, tomorrow. Or if you're watching this in the replay, you saw it yesterday. It's very confusing. But we were out at Jake's flea market yesterday, and it was like 100 degrees. It was insanely hot out, and we're pouring down sweat. And then all of a sudden, Stephanie goes from just being kind of sweaty to like she had just got into like a pool. It was like sweat everywhere. It was like, what would happen? And she was like, I got to sit down. Like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I stopped filming, ran and got her water. And she was feeling better, it seemed. We went and got lunch. Everything seemed good. Apparently, I believe she said, and correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie, it was something like with your kidneys or your gallbladder, I believe you said. That was the issue. So it was kind of a coincidence that we just happened to be in that heat and that happened. I believe Stephanie said it. The doctor said they had nothing to do with each other. The heat and the issue she was having had nothing to do with each other. It just, again, just a coincidence that happened. So, yeah, Stephanie says it was a gallbladder attack. That's what happened. So no, it wasn't heat exhaustion. We thought it was. That's what we assumed. She was, having like a heat stroke or something. But no, apparently she was having a gallbladder attack. So that's why she's not here. She went to the hospital. I guess she's doing better now, right, Stephanie? But you might have to get surgery, I think you said, or something, or change your diet or something. Epic Bros wants to know I keep ignoring me and Rogan on Messenger. What? I don't know. Do you send me like 1,000 messages? Like, I don't know what to say. I can't, like, I get a lot of people messaging me on like Messenger and stuff like that. If you have something legitimate to say, that's fine. But I get a lot of people who are like, "Hi, how was your day?" And I'm like,
well, you know what? Just text him. His phone number is
I can't answer everybody's
867.
I can't answer everybody's like, "Hi, how are you today?"
5309. Send him a text.
Stephanie says, yeah, might have to get surgery, but it's common apparently. So, all right. So she'll be okay, which is good. Everybody's saying get well, Stephanie. So that's good.
Marty McFly says, worst episode of any Star Trek series. Oh, Marty, do you really need to ask? Threshold, the episode of Voyager where Janeway and Paris turned into catfish and mated. That is the worst episode of any Star Trek series.
Joey says, why Lydia? Lydia, I wanted to name her after Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice. What is one movie that critics trash that you loved?
I could go on and on with that, but I'll just start with one of my all-time favorites, Masters of the Universe, with Dolph Lundgren.
That's good. That's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, a movie that I wouldn't say critics as far as like actual movie critics, because I don't ever read what actual movie critics say, but I do read what like people see it on Amazon and stuff like what Joe Blow says. And I remember people were trashing The Innkeepers. And I almost didn't buy it because I watched what was the other movie he made?
Bird Epidemic.
Yeah, Bird Epidemic. I got to make that T-shirt. What was the other movie he made? Like Hell House or House of what was the other movie, guys?
House of the Devil. Or
House
something?
of the Devil. That's it. House of the Devil. There we go. Blu-ray collector says it. Yeah, he made House of the Devil, and everybody ranted and raved about how amazing that movie was. And all the reviews I was seeing for Innkeepers,
everybody was raving about House of the Devil. Then I rented it, and I'm like, I don't think this is as great as everyone says it is.
I thought it was alright, but I didn't think it was great. Yeah, it was just okay. So, but everybody's ranting and raving about how great that movie is. I'm reading comments or reviews on Innkeepers, and everybody was like, it wasn't that great in comparison to House of the Devil. It doesn't even compare. House of the Devil is so much better. This movie's garbage compared to that. And everybody was like comparing the movies and saying Innkeepers was garbage. And I almost didn't buy it. I was like, maybe I shouldn't get this, but I ended up picking it up anyway. I remember I had like a $5 off coupon or something like that. I was going to pick it up for $5, so I bought it anyway. And it's one of my all-time favorite movies now. It's literally like in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. It's such a great film, and I always tell people watch The Innkeepers. It's so good. So yeah, you never know. Blu-ray Collector says totally agree. House of the Devil not great, but Innkeepers was great. Yeah.
Brent says, have you ever thought of skipping a day and not doing a video? And after you answer that, I'm going to throw a suggestion on what you should do.
All right. Have I ever thought about skipping a day? No. It's not what I do. There have been a couple days where like I knew, like for instance, when I went to North Carolina, I purposely shot 2 videos the day before I left, knowing that I'd be on the road all day. On the 4th, on July 4th, and knew that I wasn't gonna be able to film a video. That'll change though. I'm always changing the way I shoot videos. I got a new idea for videos. So that won't be an issue anymore. But I knew I wasn't gonna be able to shoot a normal video that day, so I shot 2. So sometimes I do that if it's absolutely necessary. But no, I don't ever plan on skipping a day. The reason why I usually do live streams on Monday, and I'm not vlogging on Mondays anymore. I decided not to do that because the last 2 Mondays were hell. But the reason why I do live streams on Mondays is basically so I don't have to go out and do anything. I don't have to plan anything. I can get stuff done around the house. I can get chores done. I can get personal stuff I need to get done. I can get errands done. I can get all kinds of stuff done on Mondays. And all I got to do is shoot a live stream. That's why I started doing these in the first place. But what do you want to say?
I think you should go a whole week without doing any videos, and then wait for it.
You gonna pay me for that week?
Friday. No. Wait for it. It's coming. Friday, you drop 5.
Drop 5 videos? I don't think people would watch them. Like, the first video would get a ton of views, and then it'd get less. And that's what it was. Like, 5,000 views, then it'd be like 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 100. They would just go down.
Robert asks if I saw Crawl yet. No, I've bought tickets to see it like almost every night this week, and then I've returned the tickets almost every night this week. I thought a few nights ago, I could watch Crawl at 10 o'clock. Christine and I will watch an episode of Stranger Things, then she'll go to bed, I'll go see Crawl. Well, she surprised me by saying, let's watch another Stranger Things. So I'm like, okay. Sorry, got out my phone.
Punching me?
Yep. Canceled my ticket. Then I bought a ticket for the next night, and then the next night Christine's like, let's show Jackie Order the Phoenix tonight. I'm like, okay. Canceled it. Bought one for tonight. Then he's like, hey, can you make the live stream tonight? Okay. One of these nights I'm going to see Crawl. But
eventually.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to read.
Thoughts on the Mr. Rogers biopic?
I haven't watched the trailer for it yet, but
we should play it right now and do a trailer reaction. Kids like that. The kids today, they're all about the trailer reaction.
You guys want to see us do a trailer reaction to the new Mr. Rogers.
I was joking, but I'm game
right.
if you really want to do it.
Even before the trailer was out, I was already psyched for it. As soon as they announced it, like, oh, he's doing it with Tom Hanks, I was like, I'm in. I'm on board. So, yeah. Pet Sematary 2 is getting a Scream Factory. Oh, that's what somebody asked. Somebody asked, what they say, after Scream Factory, after the Comic-Con Scream Factory announcement, which titles are you most looking forward to? I have no idea what Scream Factory is putting out, and honestly, I don't want to pay $9,000 for a Scream Factory for Blu-ray, so I don't really care.
I don't remember, but somebody dropped the whole list in my in my Comic-Con reaction live feed the other night, and it's some good titles.
I'm sure they're great titles, but I'm not paying.
Oh, yeah, look, Brandon's got one. The Wizard. That's a good one.
That's cool, and don't get me wrong. If I find them for a good price, I'll jump on them. But I'm not paying Shout Factory or Scream Factory, whatever price. Well, same company. I'm not paying their prices for new movies. It's just not happening.
How do you have an angry reaction
to what?
The Picard trailer? This guy, look at this guy. Star Trek Picard.
Angry Joe. I don't even know why I subscribe to him anymore. I just don't watch his videos anymore. I used to, and then I don't know, I kind of stopped watching him. What are we doing? We're doing, what movie? Oh, Mr. Rogers. Right? Is that what it's called?
It's called It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh.
Which is actually a falsehood because the song's lyrics are It's a Beautiful Day in this neighborhood.
They got it wrong?
Yep.
Like the movie Mirror Mirror?
Yep.
It's actually Magic Mirror, not Mirror Mirror?
Someone asked before while you were talking, so we didn't read it, but I pointed out in my video the other day that It Chapter 2 is coming out in September. Okay, and it's a Warner Brothers movie. Warner's is putting It Chapter 2 in September, and then they're putting out Joker in October. So Warner Brothers is going really heavy on Evil Clowns this fall. Isn't that a little odd?
I guess.
One studio's like really devoting themselves to the Evil Clown.
Well, isn't who is it? Is it Universal? Who owns Halloween? They're doing like 2 Halloween movies. What the hell's up with that?
Yeah. Oh well, you know what? It was originally reported they were going to come out in the same month, which I was like, that doesn't make sense. But no, it's going to be a year apart.
Oh, they're
and I'm predicting there's going to be 3 in a row because they're saying it's going to be next Halloween is Halloween Kills, and the year after is going to be Halloween Ends, and it's going to be like a trilogy. But my prediction is the following year Halloween Reboots is going to come out.
Oh, Natalie Portman's returning for Thor 4?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Cool.
Love and Thunder.
That's cool. I'm glad she's back.
Yep.
I mean, it was something with the director, right? Or whatever. Isn't that why she left?
She got angry because she wanted Patty Jenkins to direct Thor the Dark World. And then Patty Jenkins turned down, or something happened, and Patty Jenkins didn't end up directing the worst Marvel movie, and instead went and directed a phenomenal movie for DC. So I'd say it was a good
What movie
move.
did she direct?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
So I'd say Patty Jenkins made the right career choice.
I would say so too. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Official trailer for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Oh, it's just called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Wait, what is it actually?
I don't know.
I thought
it was. The song goes, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood."
Oh.
So,
all right. Let's see this trailer.
We get the teaser for the trailer before the trailer now. That's the new thing.
Oh. Is that Pittsburgh?
Yep.
Whoa! Why are we? We're buffering. You know what it is? Probably because I'm live streaming. I'm trying to do this. Oh God, we're buffering, guys. I'm scared now. I shouldn't be doing this. This might miss the live stream out. Oh, I love how they filmed it.
They rebuilt the sets on the exact same sound stages.
Really?
In the same Pittsburgh studio.
But I love how they made it look like that looked at was it 1970s?
Yeah, they went and bought the same cameras.
Seriously?
They were shot.
Wow.
They shot on.
Oh, I'm already in. I'm already down. I want to see this.
I'm here to interview you. It is so nice to meet you. You okay? I found Mr. Rogers.
Lord, please don't ruin my childhood.
This piece will be for an issue about heroes. Do you consider yourself a hero?
So is this really? He really did this interview?
Yes.
Okay.
We are trying to give the world positive ways of dealing with their feelings. Yeah? Like what?
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
You could play all the lowest keys on a piano at the same time.
Oh, I think I saw this interview. Thanksgiving, huh? Maybe we should go see this.
I'm in.
Yeah. Maybe I'll actually go to the theater and see this one.
the puppets were meticulously recreated
Really?
by a Sesame Street puppet maker.
Wow.
Sometimes we have to ask for help, and that's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna love this movie.
I think the best
Aw.
thing we can do is to let people know that each one of them is precious.
I mean, I love Mr. Rogers and I love Tom Hanks, so.
Hey, Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Please won't you be my neighbor?
That was wonderful.
Did that actually happen?
Yep.
Oh, did it? All right, I'm in. Yes, I want to see. I want to see. In fact, yeah, maybe I'll actually pay the money to see that because it looks awesome. All right, what are we reading? Sorry, we weren't paying attention. We were watching the. We're doing a
miss
trailer
something?
reaction.
That looked
Where?
the message.
Oh no, Aliens didn't necessarily leave a bad message.
Oh,
it was
okay,
just
okay.
it was just the language. It got
Oh,
blocked.
I
It
didn't
got
see the language. I
blocked.
saw him say that he liked Tailspin. That's
Yeah,
what I
no,
saw,
you guys
but
can
yeah.
say nice things, but just keep in mind if you say something nice but it has a bad word in it, YouTube's gonna block
Yeah.
it. So you could be like, your videos are effing awesome, but you're gonna get blocked then.
Conor McGregor asked if you have Matinee on Blu-ray.
No, in fact, do I even have it on DVD? I don't know.
I do have the Blu-ray of Matinee because it's from my favorite director, Joe Dante. I love Joe Dante.
He was he works at the Quick Mart, right? Quick Stop, right? Oh, it's Dante Hicks. Sorry, wrong Dante.
Well, Joe Dante works there now too. So, Stephanie asked my thoughts on Stranger Things 3. I just finished it over the weekend, and
Haven't watched 1 or 2 yet.
it's
I own them.
it's very good. It's very good. I every season though I wonder how they're going to get another season out because I'm like what else could happen in this town? But I really liked it. And I've been asked several times now what I think of the new He-Man figures. I gotta say they're really cool, but I'm not going to buy them.
I haven't watched.
I got enough He-Man figures.
Ooh, Brent, super chat. Do you guys like Coen Brother movies? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, A Serious Man and Barton Fink are probably my two favorites.
Where did you see the new He-Man toys?
I saw them on Facebook. They were announced, I think, at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I watched Pixel Dan. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys watch. You watch Pixel Dan?
I watch him sometimes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't watched his Comic-Con stuff yet. I gotta watch his videos.
Nice guy. We met him at. Did you meet him at RetroCon?
Yeah, we were guests together.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yep. Yeah, Hot Sugar Proxy is a good movie. That I have on Blu-ray, I think. I'm pretty sure, Jesse. Now, Michael Myers just posted a whole bunch of pumpkins. We'll show them because pumpkins are cool.
Yeah.
Is that candy corn? That's what I'm assuming.
I don't know. I thought that was the creature from that old Nintendo game, A Boy and His Blob.
It looks like a dot, like dot candy with a face.
What do we think of the Child's Play reboot? I didn't like the behind-the-scenes shenanigans that went on in that movie, and I didn't like the movie. I thought the movie was pretty terrible.
Joey, I don't like Slurpees, so none.
Joey, I'm going to say Coke flavor. I like
Although,
Coke flavor.
you know what, I have the Coke ones. They're okay, but I'd rather just drink a Coke.
What did we think of the Top Gun 2 trailer? I'm not the right guy to answer that because I don't like Top Gun 1.
You know?
I really don't care for it. But
I
I
like Top
know
Gun.
most people I know that like Top Gun thought that trailer was incredible. So
I haven't seen the trailer for that yet either. I don't really watch trailers. The only way I really watch trailers is if they're playing before a movie I'm watching. I do actually usually watch trailers before I put in a Blu-ray or DVD. I'll watch the trailers because a lot of times they'll show stuff. I'm like, oh, I had no idea that movie even existed. I want to see that. But I honestly don't watch trailers. Like, I don't look up trailers. And the only other time I see them is if they happen to play before a YouTube video I'm watching. That's usually it.
I gotta say the trailer that I'd say won Comic-Con, like you just dropped the ball. They won. Was the Picard trailer. I watched the Picard trailer about 20 times.
I haven't watched a trailer yet, but it looks like an interesting idea for a movie.
They kept secrets. They kept so many secrets about that show that nobody knew. Like
Oh, it's a TV show?
Yeah,
Sorry, TV show,
the
not movie.
characters that they brought back, because it was said all along, well, no, none of the Next Generation cast is going to be there. It's just Picard. It's just Picard. Then the trailer comes out and it's like, boom, Data's in this. Oh, and guess what? So 7 of 9.
I have mixed feelings about Data. What's his name?
Brent Spiner.
Brent Spiner. He wasn't nice to me at the
Did you
the
throw
convention.
$20 at him?
No,
That's
yeah,
what you gotta
I'm
do.
sure if I did throw money at him, he would have been my best friggin' buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw $20 at him. He gave me a bumper for the show.
I didn't want a bumper. I was just pressed. I didn't even.
No,
I
I wanted an autograph. got an
I
autograph
didn't
from him.
even want him to talk.
Right.
I literally just was like, is it okay if I just, get footage of you signing somebody's whatever so I can be like, you were here? And he's like, no. Actually, he didn't say no to me. He wouldn't even look at me. He said no to his handler, all snotty like, and his handler's like, no. Like, he wouldn't even make eye contact. He couldn't even tell me himself no. Yeah, guy's a jerk.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Frakes did that to me, too.
I mean, here's the thing. If you don't want me to film you, I'm not going to be mad at you don't want me to film you. That's perfectly fine. Just don't be a jerk about it. Just be like, no, sorry, or something like that. Like, I hate when they kind of just blow you off. Like, they kind of just ignore that you're not even there. Like, you don't even exist.
Oh, I
It's
agree.
like, what the hell, man?
I agree. Richard Roundtree was a jerk like that to
Yeah.
me.
Like, if you're nice to me and you're just like, nope, I'd rather you not, hey, no problem. I go the other way. Awesome. But if you're just going to be a jerk, then no, F you.
KM asked what I think of Star Trek Discovery. Best show on television. Best show on television. So fracking good. And I'm a little disappointed we didn't get a trailer for season 3 of Discovery. But the Picard trailer was enough to have me a drooling ball of excitement for days. So
People keep asking about Disney cartoons. I like all the Disney afternoon cartoons, even the weird ones like Bonkers and Marsupilami and the ones people don't remember.
have we seen the Jay and Silent Bob reboot trailer?
That I have watched, and
It looks like more of the same.
I still can't get past Jason Mewes' teeth.
Here's the thing. I gotta tell you, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is probably the worst Kevin Smith movie. Because if you watch it, there's so few jokes in that movie. What they do is they reference jokes that are in other movies. For example, in Mallrats, the joke is, oh, I'm going to stink palm him. I'm going to give him a chocolate pretzel, but my hand's been in my butt, and he's going to, lick my, get the pretzel out of my butt hand. So the joke is in Mallrats. But then in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, he's like, here's the pulse. Here's your hand away from the pulse up your butt. Hey, want a chocolate-covered pretzel? And it's like, you didn't actually make a joke. You referenced a joke you made in another movie.
It's not one of my favorites either.
Right.
No. So I'm not like super excited about it. I mean, I'm curious. I do want to see it, but it's still his teeth still freak me out. Ever since he got like his teeth redone, and that was years ago. He got his teeth redone, and every time I see him in anything, I'm just like, those teeth, man. Jamel, super chat. Love the live stream, guys. Thank you very much, Jamel.
Thank you, Jamel.
I appreciate that. Yeah, they're doing another Creep Show. That's interesting. I'm curious to see that.
It does look pretty good.
Does it? It's so I doubt it will be as good as Creep Show.
Creep Show 3?
Creep Show, Creep Show 2. What's the new Creep Show called? Oh, it's a Creep Show series.
Yeah, it's on Shudder. It's gonna be,
not a movie. Okay.
It's being done by Greg Nicotero. So, I mean, it's going to be better than Creep Show 3, that's for sure.
I've never even watched Creep Show 3. I've had no. I own it, but I've had no interest in actually watching it.
I'm with
People
Steven.
keep saying, "What about his teeth?" Well, I think he was so messed up on drugs.
Yeah, most of his teeth, I think.
Yeah, it's like
or something.
He had to get his teeth taken out. Now he's got like false teeth,
Yeah.
but they look false. Like when he talk, like just him talking, it looks like he's got like
His
fake
nose
teeth
His
in.
nose looks different too. Like I wonder
Does
if he
it?
had like a nose job or
I
something.
don't know.
Or maybe it's the way his mouth is sitting because the teeth is making his. I don't know.
Maybe.
Something about his face is different.
Steven says we keep buffering. Are we buffering, guys? It looks fine to me. Are we buffering now? If we are, maybe restart your thing. Start your refresh your browser. ACS, I think you will love my week at Pace. It's called The Wonderful World of Disney Week. What are you talking about, Vinny? Your week at Pace? Clue me in.
Sav, yes, I remember the original series. I was a fan of it. I hated the 2009 reboot though. I watched every episode, but I hated it. I kept waiting for it to get better, and then it never got better.
Carter wants to know, what's my favorite Stephen King book? I don't read books.
What's your favorite?
Why
Stephen King?
would I want to? Like I always say, why would I want to read an early movie draft?
What's your favorite Stephen King movie that was derived from a book? You heard it here, folks. He said, Sleepwalkers. That's what he said.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, not Sleepwalkers. I was thinking of Dreamcatcher for a second. I mean, you said Sleepwalkers. Dreamcatcher was bad. That's a horrible movie. Man, I'm gonna go with The Shining. I mean, even though from what I'm told it's very different from the book, I still really like that movie. I gotta watch the other Shining like movie or miniseries or whatever it was, because I hear that's a lot more like the book, and
Right.
I own it, but I still haven't got around to watching it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, Misery's great. I really like the new
Mist.
It.
The Mist is good.
Oh my gosh, the Mist is so good. There's a lot of Pet Sematary is amazing. I mean, there's a lot of great.
You know what's an
Stephen King
underrated
ones.
one? Here's one a lot of people don't talk about that I think is really good. 1408.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Was there, Brian's asking, was there a spin-off to Welcome Back, Kotter? There was not a spin-off to
Hey,
Welcome
Mr.
Back, Kotter.
Carter. Steven, yeah, I don't know if Clerks 3 or Mallrats 2 is ever going to happen.
Clerks 3 and Mallrats 2 are not going to happen. Clerks 3 is not going to happen because, he was all ready to do Clerks 3 and then a cast member bowed out. And he was like, well, I can't do it without this cast member. So everyone assumed it was Rosario Dawson because she's the biggest star of the bunch. Turns out, no, it was Jeff Anderson.
Oh.
Jeff Anderson was the one who refused to do Clerks 3. So,
Carrie's great. Green Mile's good. Yeah, I mean, they're amazing.
everybody poops. Everybody craps.
Does anybody notice they're buffering? You can't understand what they're saying. Steven, I don't know. Are we buffering, guys? Let me know, because we look fine to me. I don't know. Yeah, Stand By Me's great. Everybody says not buffering, no buffering. Guys, if we're buffering, refresh your browser, because that'll do it for you.
The Stand, if they're turning it into a series, you know what I hope the theme song is? The Stand in a place where you live.
Spam.
Ham and pork.
Spam in your lunchbox.
It's the best. Carter asks if we've ever seen the Incredible Hulk TV show with Bill Bixby. Yeah, we have.
Yep.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Oh God, worst Dr. Seuss movie, Cat in the Hat. Easily, that movie's so bad.
I never saw the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, you should watch it.
But
It's
I
garbage.
hate the Jim Carrey Grinch so much.
I love the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Ugh.
I know
Yeah.
your reasoning for not liking it makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with what you've said in the past, but I still like it.
I really liked the new Grinch, though. I mean, don't get me
I haven't
wrong.
watched it
None
yet.
of them stand up to the original Boris Karloff. That's the Grinch. You want one Grinch, that's the Grinch. But the new one's actually quite charming. Get a Life with Chris Elliott had that song in the credits. Yes, it did. Get a Life was a great show.
I have some of that on DVD.
Oh, look. Julie Anna Dobson says, I picked up some Lynda Carter Wonder Woman the other day. Love that show as a kid. Julie Anna Dobson, guess what? It was just announced today. Lynda Carter is going to reprise her role as Wonder Woman on the
in one of the
CW
movies?
shows this fall for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Tom Welling is also coming back as Clark Kent from Smallville. Brandon Routh is reprising Superman from Superman Returns, who is now going to be the Kingdom Come Superman. They're really going all out on this thing.
Wow.
I'm waiting for them to say Dean Cain's going to be back as Superman, too. They haven't announced that yet, but I'm waiting for it. And Burt Ward is coming back. Burt Ward.
Cool, I'm in.
Burt frackin'
I mean, I haven't actually watched any of the series yet. I own them, but I haven't watched any of them yet. I'm so bad. TV shows I'm the worst with. Like movies, I'll get on to watching. TV shows, I just should stop buying them. I'll never watch them.
Joey Baseball says Lynda Carter is like 80. There's a word for a lady like her. It's gilf.
Brian, I haven't heard anything about Forrest Gump 2, have you? I know there's a second book.
There was going to be
Yeah,
a,
they were
second
going
one,
they were
but,
going
yeah,
to, but Tom Hanks said no.
Tom Hanks didn't want to do it.
Yeah, Tom Hanks turned it down. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them doing that. I think Tom Hanks would be too old now to do it too. They couldn't get him. I don't think they get him to
Yeah, probably not.
be
'cause
Forrest
it was
Gump
supposed
anymore.
to be set in the 80s. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen.
J2H, I am so sorry I didn't text you back earlier today, man. They're very, very strict about.
Ooh, Juliana
phone
doesn't
usage at
like
work.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is a classic.
I love the movie. It's great.
Laura Ann says nothing happens in Superman Returns. A lot happens in Superman Returns.
I like Superman Returns.
Superman Returns is a great movie.
I don't. Everybody hates it. I like it.
No, not everybody hates that. That was a well-received movie.
Well, everybody nowadays. I think it's a bandwagon thing now to say you don't like it.
Yeah, you know what? There's stuff like that. There's stuff like that where people like. Sometimes I wonder if people even actually saw the thing. So anyway.
No, I like it because I like. I mean, I've already said I'm not the biggest fan of like the original Superman movies, but I like the first and second Superman movie. They're good. And then Superman Returns, which is I guess the technically the third movie.
Right.
I like now. Superman 3 was it Quest for Peace?
Superman 4.
Or Superman 3.
Superman 3 was the one with Richard
Is it just called Superman 3?
Yeah.
All right. Superman 3 I think is kind of sort of a goofy movie. It's kind of the it's the Temple of Doom of the Superman movies. It's kind of like it's so out of place. But then I do actually like Quest for Peace. I think it's a pretty decent
Well, here's
movie.
the thing. I think Superman 3 and 4 are pretty terrible movies, but they're impossible to hate because Christopher Reeve is so likable and so good in the role. So and Brandon Routh, man, he was like really well cast. I mean, he felt like Christopher Reeve. Felt like Christopher Reeve came back. I thought.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed the movie. And what's his name? Lex Luthor.
Well,
Kevin Spacey.
Unfortunately, due to recent events, that hasn't aged well. But if we were to put that aside and just put ourselves in the mentality of 06 and not know about his personal life, he was a great Lex Luthor.
I mean, I still like him as an actor. I mean, as a person, no, but I don't know. No, Man of Steel wasn't as good.
Man of Steel was garbage.
Yeah, that's no.
Man of Steel was garbage.
Ethan, I do have Jigsaw. I haven't watched it yet. I'm actually gonna watch Jigsaw. I want to watch it this Halloween because I just got it like a few months ago, and once Halloween was already over, so I didn't want to watch it. I wanted to wait, so I'll finally watch Jigsaw come this Halloween.
I like Jigsaw.
I heard it was good. I heard it was good.
I saw Saw 4 in the theater and hated Saw 4, and then I never saw another Saw movie because I'm like, well, they're just milking this to death. And then I went and saw Jigsaw on a lark, and I'm like, wow, I'm surprised at actually how good this is.
Well, no, they did progressively get worse as the series went along, but then I hear Jigsaw was actually like, okay, now we're a better movie.
Marty, that's not correct. Marty McFly says Superman Returns ruined X-Men since Bryan Singer ditched X-Men The Last Stand to direct Superman Returns. Bryan Singer went to do Superman Returns, and Fox decided to be a bunch of D words that I'm not going to say on this stream. They basically wanted to stop him from doing Superman Returns, so they moved up the production on X-Men 3 to compete with Superman to force him to choose, because he was supposed to do X-Men 3, but he had time to do another movie, so he's like, I'm going to do Superman, and they're like, we don't want you doing another superhero, so we're moving up the production of X-Men. And then it became a rush job, and they rushed X-Men 3 really fast and got a script as quickly as they could because they actually wanted to get it out before Superman, and they ended up releasing X-Men 3 a month before Superman Returns, despite the fact that they started writing it after, because it was like a rush job to screw Singer. That was their goal. So
Hollywood.
Yeah.
First off, Vinny says, hey CS, I go to a summer camp. Okay, Camp Pace, which is a special camp for disabilities, and one of the weeks they're doing is called Disney Week. Okay, that's really cool. And then Carnage says, wasn't Kevin Spacey recently acquitted of the charges against him? I don't know, was he?
I heard he was, but I mean, he still tried to rape Anthony Rapp. So
all right, well,
you know, he's still, if you ask me, a jerk.
Spidey, yes, I know about Dollar Tree. I posted a video about that already. About the movies there. There are movies at Dollar Tree. Dave, still have this Saw box I sent you. I don't know which one. Possibly not. I sold some of them off because I stopped collecting my Saw DVDs. I just, again, when I did my purge, some of them had to go. I kept a couple of them in my display cases though, because some of them were really neat.
Jeff asked if I watched the Pennyworth first episode. That's the show about Alfred.
They're doing an Alfred Pennyworth?
It's an Alfred prequel. No interest. No interest. Like, the idea of an Alfred prequel is so dumb that Teen Titans Go to the Movies actually put that out there as a joke. Why are they doing that? What
could possibly he have to...
They're obsessed with doing, like, Batman without Batman and Superman without Superman.
But what could they possibly say about
like, apparently
Alfred?
he was like an MI6 agent before he was a butler or something. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care.
That kind of sounds dumb.
Yeah, I'm personally not into Batman without Batman doesn't interest. I didn't watch Gotham either. It's Batman without Batman.
I haven't watched it yet.
So.
What's it? Is it Chloe? Wait, how do you say CHLOE? Is that Chloe?
Yes.
I can't read.
Yes.
Dumbo or Lion King. I haven't watched either yet.
I watched Dumbo. It was okay.
Steven, he's in your heart. Right there.
Steven, I actually addressed it on my last live stream. If you want to go find my live stream from last Wednesday, it's in there. But I suggest we just kind of move on from it because it's better for everybody that way.
Do you guys see Disney releasing their Disney Plus exclusives on Blu-ray or DVD sometime after they're coming out on Disney Plus? Not necessarily. A lot of these streaming services aren't releasing stuff to physical. Ha!
We can't show that J2H.
I can't show that J2H, but we agree.
We agree.
Absolutely. We find your message that unfortunately is hidden by YouTube and that we have to hide. We agree. Chloe says that she didn't like Dumbo that much. I want to see Dumbo. My son watched it. My wife and son watched it last week without me. And they both liked it. My wife said she liked it, and Sean he's been playing Dumbo for the last week. Like all his toys are now Dumbo toys. Like his Pooh Bear, it's a flying Dumbo. Like he's obsessed now with Dumbo.
I liked it. It was okay. I mean, like, it wasn't great. I do think... Now, keep in mind, I haven't seen Mrs. Peregrine. I have not seen Mrs. Peregrine.
I like Mrs. Peregrine.
So, with the provision that I haven't seen Mrs. Peregrine...
You should see that.
I do think it's the best movie Tim Burton's made in years.
I actually thought Miss Peregrine was actually pretty good. Like, it was one...
I've heard that.
Because, yeah, a lot of Tim Burton movies, I was like, ugh. And then that one was pretty decent. Although, you know what? I didn't mind Dark Shadows.
I hated Dark Shadows. I thought Big Eyes was okay.
Big Eyes was good, yeah, but Big Eyes wasn't necessarily. I mean, it was a Tim Burton movie, but it wasn't your typical Tim Burton movie. It was a completely different style.
True, but I gotta tell you, my favorite Tim Burton movie is Ed Wood, and that's also a biopic.
But Ed Wood still has more of a Tim Burton feel to it.
Yeah,
the way it's shot and done, it feels like a Tim Burton movie. Whereas Big Eyes, had I not known that was a Tim Burton movie, never would have guessed in a million years that was Tim Burton. And also when it comes to Dark Shadows, I never watched the series, so I can't compare to that. So I thought it was an alright movie just because it had a lot of gore in it, which I really enjoyed. I was gonna say something else. Gosh darn it. I honestly... somebody said about... because I said a lot of stuff isn't really... A lot of streaming stuff isn't released in DVD, and they said something about Stranger Things and...
Titans just came out.
And something else. Yeah. Oh, and BoJack Horseman. Yeah, I'm not saying that everything isn't released. I mean, things like Fuller House. They're definitely...
Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, there definitely is streaming stuff that gets physical releases. But a lot of it doesn't also. It's very... I wouldn't even say it's 50-50. I'd say it's 25-75.
It's got to be something they think is going to sell. Like, I guess they might think, well, we're going to sell Star Trek because Star Trek fans love to buy stuff. But we're not going to sell a lot of...
I would say when it comes to streaming stuff, I'd say there's about I think you get like a 25% chance it's going to get released. 75% chance it's not going to get a physical release. That would be my percentage release. I don't think it's even 50-50.
Ronan asked how I'm doing. I'm doing good, Ronan. Thank you for asking. Someone, I'm sorry we passed it, so I didn't see who, but someone asked what our favorite Fantastic Four movie is. I got to go Rise of the Silver Surfer. Rise of the Silver Surfer.
I kind of put them all just sort of even.
I don't know. See, I thought the first two were pretty good, and I did not care for the 2015 one at all.
I didn't hate the 2015 one. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I would have been okay with the sequel to it. I mean, it was all right. That's kind of my thought with all three movies. I just kind of thought they were just all sort of all right. I didn't love them. I didn't hate them.
Here's the thing, though.
I watched them. I was like,
Here's the thing, though. Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Jessica Alba.
Rise of the Silver Surfer. Every time a Marvel movie made by another studio has gotten rebooted by Disney, they've changed the cast. Every time. There's only one exception, and I'm not going to say because people would kill me if I said. But they always recast these characters when they come to the Disney version. One exception that I hope they make, I would love to see Doug Jones stay the Silver Surfer when Silver Surfer comes to Disney, because Doug Jones was so well cast as the Silver Surfer.
I haven't. I need to rewatch it. Like, I can't even say yes or no. I've seen that movie once. I haven't. That's it.
Even then, though, they didn't let Doug Jones do his own voice. They dubbed his voiceover with Lawrence Fishburne. I say, bring back Doug Jones and let him talk for himself this time.
Donald, I'm not disagreeing with you. He says Jessica Alba in her undies was the only good part of all three movies. It was the best part of all three movies. I'll say that. Yes.
I thought the best part was Chris Evans as Fantastic Four, or as
whatever happened to Jessica Alba? She's like just disappeared.
She turned into the Invisible Woman for real.
She was like. I always find that weird, like when somebody's like so hot. Like I don't mean when I say hot, I don't mean hot like attractive. I mean hot like Hollywood hot. Like
right.
Like they're in everything. Like every movie is featuring this person, guy or girl, whatever. It's like this movie's this person. Like bam, 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 bam. Like 20 movies right in a row. It's got to be this person. And then all of a sudden, they're just gone. Or they just start doing like indie movies.
It's like in the early 2000s when every movie had Jude Law in it.
And
now, I mean, you still see Jude Law, but he's not like he used to be.
But at least Jude Law still pops up in big movies.
Right, like he was in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, he still pops up, unlike Jessica Alba, who like...
I don't remember the last time I saw her.
I've seen her in some indie movies recently, and that's it. I haven't seen her anything like big.
I think the last thing I saw her in was probably Sin City 2. I love the Sin City movies. I wish we can get Sin City 3.
I like the first two. They were good. Yeah.
I don't understand. Nobody went and saw the second one, which I don't get, because it's like for years, every time Robert Rodriguez did a Comic-Con, the first question he got was, when are we getting Sin City 2? So the fans like never let it drop. Like, we want this, we want this, we want this. Then he puts it out and nobody goes to see it. I'm like, what the heck? Anyway.
What about
Spidey
Batman says, what about Batman movies?
What about them?
What about Batman movies?
My favorite's Batman Returns. Batman Returns, Christopher Walken.
I like Batman Returns. I would still go with 89 though.
I like the 89 one. Christopher Walken though. Christopher Walken.
No, he's good in that movie. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Miss Kyle, you know what curiosity did to the cat?
That acting of his.
If she tries to blackmail me, I'm gonna throw her out a higher window.
I would have thought they would have released the Punisher series and the Defender series on DVD by now. Weird, they haven't.
I thought they released the Punisher.
Did they?
I thought they did. Defenders, I don't think so, but I thought they released Punisher.
Anybody out there besides me like the second Punisher movie more than the first one?
Warzone?
Yeah.
Oh, Warzone's great.
Yes.
Warzone's terrific.
I hear so many people say they hate that movie, and I'm like,
you know what? Here's
my
problem.
thing. Warzone was actually a Punisher movie.
Right.
Whereas the first one was like.
The first one's horrible.
It was so watered down.
You know what? Here's the thing. The one with Tom Jane, that is a great so bad it's good movie. If you want a movie to watch and just laugh at, that's the one. Because they got that scene where he does the montage where he's fixing up the car. And you're like, oh man, something big's going to happen now. He's looking at him souping up this car. And then it gets hit by a train 30 seconds later. You're like, what was that montage for? No, the one by Lexi Alexander was great, though.
And yes, Donald, Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, I like that movie, too. But, I mean, we're talking about the Punisher and Punisher Warzone.
I mean, anytime you say Dolph Lundgren, you've got my heart. So
I loved Warzone. I actually, because I watched the first Punisher movie, and I was like, it wasn't that great. And then Warzone, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I really enjoyed Warzone. That was a fun movie.
Steven asked what we think of the Coming to America sequel. Do you know what the title?
They're doing a sequel to Coming to America?
Yes.
Is it with...
Do you know what the title is?
No.
Coming to America.
Is Eddie Murphy in it?
Yep, Eddie Murphy's in it. And I know he's so busy, this is going to shock you, but Arsenio Hall found time in his schedule.
What, he's still alive? Wow. I'm okay. I'm intrigued. I didn't know that was even happening. It's been a long time since I've seen Coming to America. I'm going to have to rewatch it. It's good. I mean, it's a good movie. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
Yep.
You know what, KM? I own, but I've not seen the 90s Captain America movies. Movies, right?
Oh,
there's two,
no,
right?
it's one. It's one. It's a canon film.
What's this? Are you
sure?
sure?
Oh, you're thinking of the 70s movies. In the 70s, they made
Oh.
two made-for-TV movies where he wore a motorcycle helmet.
Hold on. Now you got me curious.
Starring like Rev Brown as Captain America. No, the 1990 Canon Films put out a Captain America film that starred J.D. Salinger's son as Captain America.
Oh wait, which one's this?
Wait, you got the Blu-ray? That's the 1991.
That's 90. And
That's
these are-
Matt
these are
Salinger.
70s?
Yeah. The one with
Dracula's in this movie?
is that Christopher Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
They're pretty terrible.
I'm knocking stuff over.
I don't think I've made it all the way through either of those.
I do have the movies. I have not watched any of these yet, though.
This one is terrible but fun.
But you said it's canon?
Yeah, it's canon.
I gotta
films.
I gotta watch this.
What do you call it? That's Catcher in the Rye, J.D. Salinger.
Yes.
That's his son playing Captain America, and he's got rubber ears. The costume has rubber ears on it.
I'm gonna have to watch this actually. Oh yeah, they are rubber.
You know how cheap Canon
ridiculous.
is? Canon doesn't have any money. Red Skull gets plastic surgery early in the movie, so they don't have to keep putting him in the makeup.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch this actually. What about these?
They're hard to sit through.
All right, they look bad. God, he does have a motorcycle helmet on.
Yep, that's all he
But
wears.
Dracula's in it, so that's something.
Yep.
Are you interested in the new Mortal Kombat movie finally in production? Didn't know that. Is it like the same cast?
No, it's a reboot.
Oh, great. Dude, yes. Stefan Dexheimer. Cool ass name, by the way. He says, hopefully Beverly Hills Cop 4 gets made if Coming to America does well. I hope, because I would much rather see a Beverly Hills Cop 4 than Coming to America 2.
Do you know what I hope is a extra on the Blu-ray if they make a Beverly Hills Cop 4? I hope as an extra on the Blu-ray they put the pilot episode for the Beverly Hills Cop TV series, because
cool.
they shot the pilot and nobody saw it. And Eddie Murphy's in it.
That would be nice.
So.
Here's the thing, though. I've said it before. Beverly Hills Cop 4 has to have 3 things. It's got to have Eddie Murphy. It's got to have Judge Reinhold.
And Bronson Pinchot.
And Serge. Yeah, it's got to have those 3. It's got to have those 3 things. If it doesn't have those 3 things, all right. Serge, how do you say his name in the movie? Serge has got like an accent. Look, if he's not in it, I can let that go. I'd want him to be in it. He, in my opinion, is a must. I will let it slide if he's not in the movie, though he should be.
What about if he's not in it, but Gilbert's in it? Because Gilbert was in, what, part 2, was it?
Yeah. I'd still rather have Serge. But it at least has to have 2 of those 3. And those 2 of those 3 have to be, again, Eddie Murphy has to be in it. No recasting. And it has to have Judge Reinhold. In my opinion, those 2 characters are the Beverly Hills Cop movies. In my opinion, Judge Reinhold is just as important of a character in those movies as Eddie Murphy. They have to do it.
I can't remember. He wasn't in the third one, was he?
Yeah.
Was Jonathan Reinhold in the third one?
Yes, he is, because what's his name isn't in it? God, who's the other guy? God, I can't remember his names. Where's my Beverly Hills Cop movies? People leave names. Who's the other
Sav
cop?
says George Lucas made a cameo in Beverly Hills Cop 3. That's because it was a John. I'm blanking on his name. John. His son is now sexually harassing people. What's his name? John Landis. John Landis. John Landis always likes to stick other directors, like Frank Oz always has cameos in his movies.
I don't know what my Beverly Hills Cop movies are.
Zombie Ate My Arms came up with the Landis. Thank you, Zombie.
They're over here in B Summer. Is anybody leaving the comment of that guy's name?
Has anyone?
He's in the first 2, right? The other cop.
Ronnie Cox says Bogomel.
Where in that? That's gonna bug me that I can't find my Beverly Hills Cop movies.
Hector Alonso. It was John Ashton is Taggart.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Can't remember.
Got the first one on Blu-ray, and then the rest on a box set here. Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, he's in the first 2. What did they say his name was?
Was it John Ashton as Taggart?
John Ashton. Yeah, Ashton. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, you're not gonna be able to see this. It's so tiny. Yeah, that guy, John Ashton. How do I say his name again? Ashton.
Ashton, not
Ashton.
John Aston.
John Ashton. Yeah, he's in the first 2, and the third one I think or the third one they say he's like retired or something like that. Judge Reinhold's in all 3 of them, so that's why he has to be, in my opinion, in the 4th one. Anyway, that was way Too much just for talking about that.
Whistling Salesman says Innocent Blood was a weird John Landis flick. I love Innocent Blood. That's an underrated movie. Did you ever see Innocent Blood?
It's been so long.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Though.
I remember I had it on VHS for the longest time, which I watched on VHS, and then I finally got a copy on DVD, but I haven't rewatched it yet. Dude, well now Stefan, we can't be friends. He says Beverly Hills Cop 3 sucked. No, Beverly Hills Cop 3 is awesome. I love that movie.
A lot of people don't like it. It's
I know.
not an unusual opinion. But,
like, all right, I agree. If I had to put them in order of best to worst, I would go 1, 2, 3. But that's not to say that any of them are bad movies. I think all 3 of them are phenomenal films. I love them. I love the third movie when they're at the park. What's it? What's the park called? Wonderworld or no? What are? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on what the park they're in. Wonderworld. I was right. Look at that. Because it's Wonderworld. Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is awesome. I love Beverly Hills Cop 3. I know a lot of people don't seem to like it.
People are saying how great Spies Like Us is a John Landis
Spies, I guess, is great.
I've lost a lot of respect for John Landis recently.
Why is that?
I read recently that, the death that happened on his watch on Twilight Zone, the movie. I read recently that he had a celebration party 1 year later to celebrate his not being charged with manslaughter. And I don't know if that's true, but I read that.
Sounds kind of.
If
sounds
it's
kind of
true,
crazy.
that is just in such poor taste. Like, obviously, the death was an accident. But if that's true, man, that's just so.
It can't be true.
I hope it's not.
Whistling Salesman doesn't care for Spies Like Us. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I like it's John Landis's take on a road to movie. That was what he did. That's why Bob Hope makes a cameo in the film, because he was doing he was doing a road to movie basically. But Doctor. I still use that today all the time. Anytime I'm in a group of people and we're all saying hello, I immediately just going Doctor.
One thing is, Chevy Chase played a villain named Ted Rourke on one of the early seasons of Chuck. He was the main villain.
Monkey Cure, yes, we already. Oh, I'm sorry. We already saw Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood trailer, and we just talked about it. You'll have to watch it back. So
it was like in season 2, or I think season 2 of Chuck. Chevy Chase played the main villain of the season, and his name was Ted Rourke. And then a season later, Chuck was showing Spies Like Us to his girlfriend. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, he's sitting watching Spies Like Us and no one's going to make the joke, hey, that looks like Ted Rourke? Like, how do you not make that joke? But anyway.
A lot of people say the Kentucky Fried Movie. I honestly think that's kind of just,
People go nuts for Alita, man. Everyone's going on about Alita. I saw Alita. I liked Alita, but I didn't think it was as good as a lot of people make it out to be.
Yes, Steven, I have seen The Stoops with Tom Arnold. Do you know he's his own grandpa?
Yep.
Sebastian says, learn to separate work and artist. I mean, I kind of agree, but a lot of people would disagree with you on that one. I've seen a lot of people who say that can't be a thing. To each their own, whatever. I just watch. I don't know if I'd say I'd separate the work from the artist, but I separate maybe the work / artist from the actual piece of art.
Well, here's the thing. Remember when X-Men Days of Future Past was coming out, and it was about to open, and charges came out against Bryan Singer, and a lot of people started saying, well, we're going to boycott the new X-Men movie now because of these things they're saying about Bryan Singer. All I could think was, well, what about Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and like all these other people who worked on the movie? Like hundreds of people worked on that movie, and I'm sure they didn't know about what crimes Bryan Singer may or may not have had in his past. And you're taking money out of their pocket and you're making them suffer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I was like, well, I don't know, Patrick Stewart, we all know to be a stand-up guy. He's very charitable and everything. Like, and I just felt like, I don't know. It's one guy. But then I see, like, J-Rod says he struggles with Victor Silva. But here's the difference. X-Men was already made. They shot it. It was about to come out. Then this stuff came out. People keep hiring Victor Silva. And I don't understand how he keeps getting work.
What did he do?
He molested some kids,
Fun.
but he keeps getting work.
Jeez.
So, he was the director of Powder and the Jeepers Creepers movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did hear about that. People keep talking about Rick Moranis. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if he got back to acting, but I think he's...
I don't see him doing it.
No, he's kind of done
He
with
keeps
it.
saying he's going to. He keeps saying he's waiting for the right script, but he's been waiting for the right script for like 10 years now. So I don't think
Should came back for the new Ghostbusters is coming out. That'd be cool.
I've said before, you know what movie I want to see him come back in? Ant-Man 3. As Wayne Selinsky.
Dude, that would be amazing.
And reveal that like Wayne Selinsky and Hank Pym were like lab partners back in '89. And they're both Disney properties, so you could totally do it.
You could. They should do that. That would be awesome. That'd be so cool.
I love My Blue Heaven. You know what? My Blue Heaven, you watch Goodfellas and My Blue Heaven back to back, that's a great double feature.
Yeah, My Blue Heaven's great.
That's true. Whistling Salesman says Rick Moranis did a voice on the Goldbergs recently. He did the voice of Dark Helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Giants is great as well. Yep. It's a great movie. It says zombie. Your name's Zombies Ate My Arm. I like it.
My favorite Rick Moranis movie is My Blue Heaven, though. I love My Blue Heaven.
Wow, my favorite Rick Moranis movie. Ugh. I don't know. I do really like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Might go
Streets
with
of
that.
Fire.
I might go with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Maybe.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was good. You know what? I didn't care for the second one. It's okay. Like it's all right.
I like the second one better.
Baby.
I like that one better than We Shrunk Ourselves.
I actually never saw We Shrunk Ourselves.
It feels cashing in.
It does have registered registered sex cult worker Allison Mack in it though. So she's one of the kids in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, you met her, right?
Yeah, I got a picture. I got a picture with two of them, Allison Mack and Nikki Klein from Battlestar. So, yes,
I didn't realize she was one of the
There's
kids.
pictures
I
out of
didn't
Nashville.
realize that. Yeah, Strange Brew is great. Yeah, Big Bully is also another good one. Oh, Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, that's true.
Little Shop.
Yeah.
I never saw Splitting Heirs. I think I own it though, because I think it came like on a multi-pack with some other movies. In fact, give me a second.
I have it. I've seen it. I think it's okay.
I wonder what that multi-pack is now though, like because I'm sure I have it. It's like how I own It's Pat the movie.
I think that's how I own Splitting Hairs too. I think I have it in a multi-pack. Is it the one with what's her name? Oh my gosh, who's the female in that movie?
Here it is. It's on a multi-pack.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, right?
It's on a multi-pack with Fierce Creatures,
that's
Crossfire,
what-
and
that's-
Opportunity Knocks.
that's
And
what I
I
have,
would have
yeah.
bought it for Opportunity Knocks. And in fact, I think I got that at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's in it. Yeah. Cross My Heart's not that good.
Is Splitting Hairs like another King Ralph? It looks like it's like a kind of like a King Ralph type movie.
Honestly, I don't even remember. I think it was that unforgettable of a movie for me. I watched it and I don't even remember anymore.
Reptile Dude 21 asks favorite Dick Miller movie. I gotta tell you, I love Dick Miller.
The documentary.
Well, the documentary was called That Guy.
Oh,
Dick
that's
Miller. But I love Dick Miller as an actor. He's one of the guys who I met him at a convention once, and I was so excited to meet him. But I know I'm going with the easy answer.
Jesse,
here.
I agree. Catherine Zeta-Jones was smoking hot in that movie.
I'm going to give you two answers. Gremlins 2: The New Batch, because I think it's the best like movie. But in terms of just love for Dick Miller, I got to go with Roger Corman's Bucket of Blood.
I was gonna say Bucket of Blood. That was gonna be my answer. Yep. Bucket of Blood's a great movie. I remember for years I didn't watch it because I thought it was just gonna be like, I mean I knew it was gonna be cheesy, but I was like, I don't have any interest in like watching this right away. Like I wanted to see it because I like cheesy movies, but I didn't want to just jump right into it. And then finally I watched it and I was like, why did I wait so long to see this movie? It was so good. It's dark and twisted.
Yeah,
it's
and it's
good.
only like an hour, so it's
Yeah,
like
it's
one of
quick.
those things. Like every now and then, if you just got like some time to kill, you can put that on. It's an easy movie to fit in. Like
Austin says, Catherine Zeta-Jones is smoking hot in a lot of movies, though. You're not wrong. But isn't she like sort of naked in Splitting Hairs? There's that pool scene.
I've never seen
Don't you
Splitting
like
Hairs.
how that's the only thing I can remember from Splitting Hairs is there's a scene of her like naked in a pool.
And Jesse says the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, there we go. Jesse says there's even a scene in Splitting Hairs where Catherine Zeta-Jones is getting out of the pool and you see her naked backside. Yes, see, literally the only part of that movie I can remember.
Evan asked what we thought of the Marvel panel. I gotta say,
Didn't see it.
in my opinion, still the Star Trek panel won Comic-Con. Star Trek won Comic-Con. The Marvel panel was fine. The only problem with the Marvel panel now, the Marvel, everything that came out, I'm going to see it all. I'm going to see it all. They've earned my trust. They put out good movies. But my God, it's like, it really feels like they're scraping for characters now, because like Shang-Chi, I don't care about Shang-Chi. I don't care about the Eternals. I'm going to go see them.
Internals looks interesting, though. I know Internals is kind of popular, aren't they? Within the comic crowd.
Apparently, I'm not too familiar with them.
I'm not familiar with them either, but I think they're kind of popular in the comic book crowd. So I'm interested in that one.
The best things I think that came out of there was the Thor 4. I'm very excited about Thor 4. I'm excited to hear Scarlet Witch is going to be teaming up with Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange 2. So like that like, I'm not huge on Doctor Strange, but I like Scarlet Witch, so that makes me more excited for Doctor Strange 2. And I was excited to hear about Mahershala Ali as Blade.
Yeah, apparently, someone was mentioning that Blade. There we go, Blade. Never seen Blade. Yeah. Oh, Angelina Jolie's gonna be in the Eternals. I'm not sure that's a good thing or bad thing.
And Kumail Nanjiani.
I haven't really been enjoying Angelina Jolie's stuff so much as of recently. I used to really like her. Now I feel like she's gotten kind of bland. Do you agree or no?
I don't know.
Everything I've seen her recently.
I don't remember the last thing I saw her in, to be honest.
Stuff I've seen her recently just kind of her. I don't know. It's not that she's bad. It just I don't know. It kind of comes off bland. Oh, Selma Hayek's in Eternals as well. Cool. You didn't like the first Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, it's one of my least favorites.
I love that movie. I thought it was so good.
It's I always say my 3 least favorite Marvel movies are Thor 2: The Dark World, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange.
Because you're racist.
Yeah.
I mean, Maleficent's good, but I don't know. I thought she kind of was flat in that movie a little bit.
I did like Maleficent, I gotta say.
I did like it. I did, but I don't know. Her acting was kind of like, it just seemed over the top a little. I don't know.
Favorite Ninja Turtle? Are you asking our favorite Ninja Turtle movie, or which of the turtles is our favorite?
I'm going to go with Donatello.
I'm going to go with Donatello as well, and if you're asking for favorite movie, I'm going to go with the 1990 original.
Me too.
Do we think the Spider-Man movies with Nicholas Hammond will ever get released on DVD? I'm going to say no, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're streaming on Disney Plus someday.
Yeah, Bill and Ted 3. It's cool. I'm in. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not like, I never grew up on Bill and Ted 1 and 2. Like, I didn't even watch those until like I was like in my adulthood.
Really?
Oh. They were just some of those movies, like, there's like those movies like that were out from when you were a kid, but for some reason they just always escaped you. For some reason you just never saw them as a kid. Bill and Ted 1 and 2 were those movies. I knew they existed, but I had just never seen them.
I'm going to drop one on you, and let's see if you have it in your collection. Because if anyone does, it'll be you. When Bill and Ted came out in the 80s, there was a knockoff movie that went direct to video called Norman's Awesome Experience.
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
I was looking into it.
Does anyone in the chat remember Norman's Awesome Experience? Let us know.
So I like Bill and Ted, but since I didn't grow up with them, since they aren't like, it's not like, Back to the Future or Indiana Jones or something like that, for me, I'm excited to see a third movie. It looks like it's gonna be cool, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, like freaking out about it, because again, the Bill and Ted movies don't hold anything necessarily special to me. They're just good movies in my opinion.
Sebastian asked, best Keanu Reeves movie. I don't even have to think about it. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I love Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
I was gonna say, what's the new ones he's doing?
John Wick.
John Wick. I love the John Wick. Like, the first one's great, and the second one is also amazing. I hear the third one's gonna be good. Yeah.
Marty asked something I wanted to answer, but I forget what it was now.
Marty, I'm familiar with Ricky 1. I've never seen it, but I hear it's pretty bad.
Can I scroll back? Marty asked me a question, or asked us a question, and we didn't get to it, and it's not too far up. I forget what it was now. Have we seen the Japanese Spider-Man? Yes. Yes, I own bootleg DVDs of it. It's amazing.
I've seen like clips of it. I've never actually seen like a whole episode. It looks interesting.
Yeah. Someone asked about the Cats trailer. My brother sent me...
I haven't seen it.
My brother sent me the Cats trailer. A YouTube video of the Cats trailer, but it had been redubbed with Zoobly zoo, zoobly zoo.
So, is it literally a movie based on the stage show?
The Broadway show Cats, but it is horrifying. They've like CGI meshed human faces into like cat bodies.
Oh,
and it's
that
like,
sounds stupid.
It's really terrible, terrible looking.
Everybody says it's freaking them out.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to watch that. Yes, S. Rose, I have seen Mother. It is messed up.
I did like the theme song though to Mother. Mother, there is no other like Mother. So treat her right.
I mean, Mother makes a lot of sense when you realize what the movie's about, but it is messed up and hard to watch at times.
Christopher Lloyd is interested in Back to the Future 4. I hope it never gets made. Back to the Future trilogy is a perfect trilogy that is untainted. So many other trilogies or film series of our youth have that like one movie or that one trip to the well too many, and it's like, oh, this one's not as good, that one's not. Back to the Future, 3 perfect movies.
They couldn't do it Back to the Future 4, really, could they? Because I mean, could they really have
Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Fox, like, isn't his Parkinson's too
I don't know. He says,
out of hand?
He says he would do it. I think he said if they wanted to do it, he would do it. But
I don't know.
I just, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to see another Back to the Future, but I wouldn't mind if you did a spin-off. Like if you're like Doc Brown in, and like, you know, like Hobbs and Shaw to Fast and the Furious. If you wanted to make like a movie like that, where it's not, this is Back to the Future 4, but this is another adventure with Doc, I'd be better with that. I don't know that I'm even advocating do that, but I'm just saying like that wouldn't hurt me as much.
People keep asking about Mr. Rogers. Guys, like earlier in the video, we did a trailer reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marty, yes, I like Filmation's Ghostbusters. Yep. I'm laughing at Joey. He says, Back to the Future 2 sucks. 2015 looks nothing like the movie.
That's actually not entirely true.
They
got a lot right.
Flat screen TVs. What else? There was a bunch of stuff.
The Cubs made it to the World Series.
Yeah,
like
there was actually a lot of stuff they got right in that movie. Yes.
Yeah. Some of it was
and Shiny Mopar says 3 almost tainted it. I like Back to the Future 3.
3's my favorite.
I think Back to the Future 3 is a great movie.
3's absolutely my favorite.
Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
I mean, she's no Laura Dern, but you know, still.
Marty said, "Do something about Dave McFly." Did I ever tell you what I thought should have happened in Back to the Future 1? I thought Marty should have gotten back at the end of the movie and found that his name was Dave. Because at the end they said, Marty, what a great name. But his brother Dave was his older brother. So I thought it would have been funny if he got back and found that they named his older brother Marty.
It is kind of weird that they would have named their second kid Marty.
Right.
Like we love the name Marty. And then the first kid, like, well, let's just
then
name
again,
Dave.
they might have had someone in the family. They might have been like, well, we got to name this
after my dad or something.
Dave
yeah,
something.
I guess. Yeah.
But still, I just think that would have been a funny little thing if he went back and found his name had changed because of what he had done.
That would make sense. Yeah, that would have been funny. Hope you guys read my last statement. Robert, what was your last statement? People get so mad we don't read what they say, but there's a lot of stuff that pops up, guys. There's like, I can't find your last thing, Robert. I'm sorry. Say it again. Maybe we'll see it. I don't see it. Where are we at? Adventures of Doc Brown to the old folks home.
Fly From says something about a Back to the Beginning, about a young Doc Brown. You know, I don't want to see this. I'm not advocating that this should be made because I don't really want to see it. But do you know what movie has room for a prequel? Toy Story. Because they said in Toy Story 4 that Woody was made in the 50s.
Oh.
But his story that we know starts in the 90s. So where was Woody from the 50s up until 1995? I would rather they don't make the movie because it's ended perfectly. But there is room for a story there.
I'd be curious how they would do it. Like, I'm not saying they couldn't do a story. I'm just saying, would it be as interesting without, like... I mean, I don't know. I guess they could. I don't know.
Maybe a made-for-TV special. Give us, like, that as, like, a special on TV. But don't make a movie of it.
have a doc coming out about the guy who made the DeLorean with Alec Baldwin. Oh, a documentary. Did they already do a documentary about the DeLorean?
They did?
Yeah, I must say I've seen it. Yeah.
Do you know Tom Skiltner? Tom Skiltner's in it, I believe. You know Tom, whose DeLorean's always at RetroCon every year? Yeah, he's in that documentary.
I was going to say, I swear I've seen a documentary about the DeLorean. Where are we at?
Austin is right. For a 60-year-old toy, Woody's been very well taken care of.
Reptile Dude says, would Marty know his name changed if his parents had decided to name him something else as a result of time travel? Dude, who knows? It's so hard. Those movies try to do the best with time travel. It gets confusing.
Though, Carl Sagan did say that Back to the Future 2 was the most accurate movie about time travel ever made. The Hulk would disagree with him, but...
Sad, yeah, the Back to the Future cartoon was cool, yeah. Best Lugosi movie?
Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
I don't know.
What do we think of American Pie being 20 years old? Makes me want to stop at Walmart on the way home, buy a pie, take it home, and...
I don't know. It makes you feel old. I don't know how they would do it with Paul Newman, but a Cars prequel about a young Doc Hudson going from his racing career to when he moved to Radiator Springs. Yeah, that'd be interesting, but they really couldn't do it. You're right.
They should make a Cars prequel that is a sequel to Terminator, where we find out that the humans all died out and the cars gained sentience because of Skynet. Mike Crawford says Plan 9 is the best Lugosi movie. He might be right. Jesse Swarbrick says Hot Tub Time Machine. Now, I don't know what that's in reference to, but I love Hot Tub Time Machine.
Good movie, yeah.
So, Great White Buffalo. Great White Buffalo. Great.
Yeah, American Wedding's a good American Pie. American Reunion, I thought was kind of bad. I didn't care for American Reunion.
Oh, I hated American Reunion.
Yeah.
You know why?
It wasn't funny.
The first three were made by some of the same writers. The fourth one was made by the guys who made Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
That explains
which is another movie that I hate.
Yeah, I thought the first three have a very similar feel, and they're very funny. The fourth one just it does have a different feel, and it's not. It's all
gross out stuff.
It's really not funny,
and it lacks heart. It lacks heart. The first three American Pies, even when they go for gross out stuff like Stifler drinking a cup of beer that's got stuff in it. It's the gross out stuff's there, but they got heart. There's no heart in the fourth one.
Yeah. American Reunion is called Cash Grab. You're not wrong, Joey.
American Reunion, I think, could have been good if they had hired better writers to write it.
Yeah, they just had made a funny movie. Because the plot's not bad. Them getting back together. Okay, I get it. The plot of the movie is fine. I don't have anything wrong with that. Whatever. It works. It makes sense even. It's just that it wasn't written well. It wasn't a funny movie. Jesse, Batteries Not Included is a great movie. I used to watch it all the time as a kid.
That was written by Brad Bird.
And directed by...
Chris Columbus, was it?
Who directed that movie? Was it? Or
was it Chris Columbus?
Steven Spielberg presented it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dave Perillo called me while we were...
J2H, he says, American Reunion is still better than the other three spin-offs.
Well, that's probably true. The three spin-offs.
I haven't watched the spin-offs in so long. I would probably say you're right, but I haven't watched them in a long time. I don't know.
They are what our good buddy Rick would refer to as steaming garbage. That's his catchphrase.
Hot trash.
Batteries Not Included with Jessica Tandy and Hugh Crone.
Yes, Robbins. Marty. Oh my gosh. Marty says, I love the Doc Brown cameo in A Million Ways to Die in the West. You've seen that movie?
Yes.
That movie is amazing. I always say Ted and Ted 2. I find those movies to be extremely mediocre. I actually don't. Yeah. I don't really care for Ted and Ted 2. I'm not saying they're bad movies. I don't dislike them, but I've seen them both, and I kind of have no interest in ever watching those movies again. Whereas A Million Ways to Die in the West, I feel is a very funny, brilliant movie. It is so good, and I would watch the movie 1,000 times. It is so much better than Ted.
It's got the best screen Abraham Lincoln of all time, Gilbert. The director of Batteries Not Included was Matthew Robbins, who also directed Corvette Summer, Dragon Slayer, The Legend of Billie Jean, an episode of Amazing Stories, and the movie Bingo.
So. Marty, do I like the live-action G.I. Joe movies? I didn't like the first one.
Yeah, the first one was... I always refer to the first one as like the Muppet Babies of G.I. Joe.
It's kind of...
They all happen to know each other in high school.
It's just... The first one's weird.
Duke...
Second one's really good, though.
Duke, Cobra Commander, and the Baroness all went to high school together. Really?
You know.
Really?
As they do.
The second one wasn't bad.
The second one was really good.
Yeah.
I remember going into the second one thinking like, oh, God, the first one was so horrible. And then being like, why wasn't the first one like this movie? This second one was great. Anyway. Search Mike Mozart Toy Story Woody's Origin if you want to hear Mike Mozart tell a story about it. Oh,
I don't know who Mike Mozart is.
Yeah, who's that?
I'm interested. It looks like Jerry is looking at me.
Oh, yeah, it does. Jerry, she's looking at you. She's checking you out.
Where is she?
She's right there. Well, right there on that screen.
Should I tell her what I want? What I
really want? Wait, Connor says his mom was in Legend of Billie Jean. What? Just an extra? Where at?
We need details, Connor.
Yeah,
we need
Connor,
details.
clue me in. Like, where does this happen? Jesse has asked, do we like the Crocodile Dundee movies? I do.
The first one is great. The second one is not as great, and the third one is almost terrible. So,
I actually like them all. But I would say in order 1, 2, 3. 3 holds a soft spot in my heart because I don't know. I think I watch it kind of just at the right time, and I kind of have like some nostalgia for it. It's not. No, it is bad. Like, it's bad, but I have nostalgia for it. So.
Robert asked if I picked up Shazam last week. I did. I absolutely did. Do we think Rambo Last Blood looks any good? Man, I just have total faith after Rambo 4. Rambo 4 was a movie that just brought the carnage.
It was great.
Rambo 4.
No, I'm curious to see it. And Joey's right. He says shrimp on the Barbie. That's where that came from. Paul Hogan. He, because I think he said, what did he say? God, what was the original thing? He said put something on the Barbie, but it was like something that like Americans would be like, what are they talking about? So he had to come up with something else. He's like, put a shrimp on the Barbie. Like, Americans don't know what shrimp is, but like apparently like Australians don't really grill like barbecue shrimp. Like, it's something like...
Wouldn't shrimp fall through the grate?
Yeah.
Like,
well, no. Apparently, like, they don't do that. Like, apparently, like, if you go to Australia, they're like, we don't grill shrimp. Like, but that's just, like, something he said. So...
we're being asked by Steven Dexheimer how we feel about Eddie Furlong being in Terminator 6. My reaction is I don't care about Terminator 6. So, I'm glad Eddie Furlong got a paycheck, but I really don't care about that movie at all.
I mean, I'll see it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I've kind of enjoyed the Terminator movies. I just, like the newer ones, I don't know if I'd say I've been blown away by any of them.
See, I think, I said this with Halloween. I said this with Halloween last year. I think it's lazy writing when you're just like, oh, we're going to pretend the last 4 sequels never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like... Again, people worked on those movies. Lots of people worked on those movies. I agree with J2H there.
Australians are chiming in. Uncle Joffrey says, no, we don't. Matt says, we don't even have shrimp. Yeah, I heard the story, and I can't remember what it was, but he said, put something on the Barbie, and I think it was like something Australian, like kind of like an Australian like food or like a slang for Australian, something. And Americans would have no idea what he's talking about, so they said, like, no, don't say something else.
All right, you want a hot take? Our Australian friends, see what they have to say about this? Australian import movies of the 80s. I'm going to say, you know what I like better than Crocodile Dundee? Young Einstein.
Young Einstein's great. With, what's his name?
Yahoo
Serious, yeah. That and was it what was what'd you say the movie was called?
Young Einstein.
Young Einstein. What was the other one he did?
Reckless Kelly.
No,
I never saw Reckless Kelly.
No, not Reckless Kelly. Young Einstein. There was another one. Look it up. There's another movie I'm thinking of. I can't think of the other Young Einstein movie.
I know he did a movie called Reckless Kelly after Young.
Mr. Accident. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. Mr. Accident. Yeah. Whatever happened to Yahoo Serious? Where did he go?
I think he's like an Australian politician now or something.
He's a politician
I could be wrong. I thought I read that. I don't think he goes by the name Yahoo Serious anymore. I think he goes by whatever his given name is, but I could be wrong. Yahoo Serious is an Australian actor, director, score composer. Apparently he writes and directs scores now.
Oh, well,
His
good for
real
him.
name is Greg Gomez Peed.
Yeah, I think Yahoo Serious is a better name.
And apparently he sued the website Yahoo for trademark infringement.
And how'd that go down?
He could not prove that he sells products or services under the name Yahoo, and therefore he could not prove that he suffered harm or confusion due to the search engine.
Yeah. I've not seen the Kim Possible movie yet, Bohemian, so I don't know.
Streets of Fire is fun. Uncle
It's a good movie.
Joffrey.
Yeah, BMX Bandits was a funny Australian movie. I agree, Jesse. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. God, I remember there was like I still remember like one of my all-time favorite quotes was from that movie, and I forgot what the quote was. It's something to do with the cemetery. God, I gotta watch the movie again to remember that quote.
Steven Dexheimer has been saying repeatedly since the stream started that you should do a podcast with Joe Rogan.
I
should. I guess the question I have is, why are you avoiding Joe Rogan's calls?
I know.
Apparently Joe
Rogan's calling me.
desperately wants you on his show. So.
Why should I do a podcast with Joe Rogan?
Send an email to Joe
Yeah,
Rogan.
you guys let Joe Rogan know that I should do a podcast with him, and I'll get on that.
I'll do a podcast with Joe Rogan too. Just make
That
sure
it actually drives me nuts when people say that. It's always like it's James Rolfe. People,
Well, dude, wait, I got a question for you. Why haven't you done a movie with Spielberg yet?
but the most common thing is angry video game nerd. Why haven't I done anything with James Rolfe? Why haven't I, because it's not up to me. Like, I mean, I actually was just having an email conversation today with James, but still we're not like buddies. So it's like I'm not just gonna be like, hey James, like you want to shoot it like. He's the bigger YouTuber than me. The bigger one is the one who kind of said like, yeah. Unless I have a really good idea, like today we were talking about something and it didn't pan out what we were talking about, but had this thing we were talking about still been in existence, I was actually gonna be like, do you want to shoot a video going to check this thing out? But that's a different thing. We were actually having a conversation and talking, but I'm not just gonna be like, hey, let's shoot a video together. It's weird. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that. If he wants to come to me and shoot something, I'm down, definitely. But
Steven Dexheimer, do you know something? Like, did Joe Rogan say that he saw him on YouTube or mention him or something? Because that wouldn't be without precedent. He and I met because I heard someone on a podcast mention him. But I mean, maybe Joe Rogan saw you on YouTube and mentioned
me?
Maybe because he keeps saying Joe Rogan wants you on his show.
What?
I don't know. Maybe Joe Rogan said, I saw this guy on YouTube or something who collects movies. I don't know.
Clue me in.
We're unaware of it.
Yeah.
If you know something we don't, tell us. Matt, again, this question was addressed Wednesday on my live stream, and we just kind of want to let it die. If you want to go like around the 45-minute mark of my live stream Wednesday,
I haven't watched it. I gotta go back and watch it, see what you said.
yeah, I tried to keep it polite. I mean, but let's just, for everyone's sake, it's just
it's just done.
Yeah.
Hey
Sav, fly us out to England, and we're in. We're in. Sav wants to do a video with us.
Donald, yeah, he said he met me in Downtown Disney in 2015.
Wet Movie 1 is in the house.
Where's it?
Wet
Wet
Movie
Movie
1 is in our house.
He says.
Wet Movie 1. That's where I found out about him on Dead Pit.
Were those the guys?
The creepy Kentuckian
who said my name weird?
Yeah, because he had the thick Kentucky accent. I had the hardest time figuring out your name.
How do you say it?
He was like, I can't do a Kentucky accent, but he was like, I'll say him, and I had to keep playing it back, like, what's this guy's name he's talking about? What's this guy's name? But yeah, that's exactly how I found you too.
All right.
And I didn't know at the time that you lived right by me. So
yeah, Sean is in the house. See, what I gotta do is get out to California and shoot some with Sean. I gotta get out there. One of these days I will. There's like a whole bunch of people out in California I want to do stuff like film hunting videos with, but I gotta get out to California.
Or he can come out here. Come out to Philadelphia, man.
There you go.
We'll buy you a cheesesteak. That's what we're known for. We're known for
We're
known for cream cheese. We're known for cheesesteaks. We're known for our cheese.
Do you want to hear something?
What?
I had my first steak sandwich the other day. My first ever. It wasn't a cheesesteak because I don't really care for, like, other than pizza, I don't, and like grilled cheese, I don't really care for cheese on things usually.
Okay.
But I had my first ever steak sandwich, and I liked it. It was a lot of meat. Like,
Do you have onions? Do you like onions?
Oh,
you
I
don't like onions?
hate.
Okay. All right, there we go.
I
should have known, quite frankly.
I could live with cheese. Like,
Right,
like
right.
if somebody handed me a steak sandwich with cheese, I'd be like, oh, there's cheese on it, but I could eat it.
Right.
If you hand me a steak sandwich with onions, I'm gonna put it down and walk away. I hate onions with a passion. One of my least favorite foods in the world is onions.
My brother and Dave Perillo are right there with you.
You know what I think it is?
onions
My
either.
mom said when I was a little kid, I took an onion once thinking it was an apple and bit into it. So
That would do it.
I
That would do it.
I wondered if, like, my hate for onions stems from my childhood of me biting into an onion thinking it was an apple. I don't know, but I hate onions with a passion, man.
Donald Richardson asks if he can go to a Flyers game with me. Donald, I got to be honest with you. I'm
I've been
not
to-
a
I've-
big sports fan, but if you
I've
pick
been
up
to,
the tickets,
I've been to a Flyers game before.
If you pick up the tickets, I'm in, man. Pat's or Geno's? I say Geno's. They're cleaner. If you look in the kitchen, they're cleaner. But Pat's was the
So,
original. So.
J2H says Philly cheesesteak minus cheese and minus onions. Are onions a normal thing on cheesesteaks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Well,
that.
I mean, you know, a cheesesteak with or a cheesesteak without. They ask you. It's a
does that mean onions?
yeah, like if you say a whiz with or a whiz without
wit
or
wit.
a
I
provolone
thought
with.
it was wit or wit, not
Well,
wit.
yeah,
Wit.
yeah. I mean, it is wit, but yeah, it's with onions without onions.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that was. I didn't know they were talking about onions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would hate onions. But no, I enjoyed it. But again, a lot of meat. Like, they gave me like a whole thing. I was like, I could probably eat this. I ate half of it and give the other half to Brittany because I was like, I can't finish this. It's so much. But it was good. It was delicious. I'll start eating steak sandwiches from now on. I'm finally a true Philadelphian.
Wet Movie. We see Video Game Nerd all the time, like at the various conventions and the Blobfest and everything. He's a really great guy.
Yeah.
Terrific guy.
I was just, like I said, I was just emailing him today. We were having a conversation through email.
I actually met him before he was the Video Game Nerd. He actually took my picture with Wes Craven at a Monster Mania convention, and he just was the guy behind me in line. I turned and said, hey, would you
Oh,
get
nice.
my picture? And then he said, sure, would you get mine? And then, like, years later, he was the Video Game Nerd.
Yeah, we do. We know each other because we've done a bunch of conventions together. And
Now, have you met Wet Movie 1 before? Like, because people
I've never met Sean.
people are always saying Wet Movie 1 that you guys got to do a video together. So, but we always hear that in this chat. So,
I'm down, but no, I've never met him.
yeah, I haven't met him either. This is my first
So
time meeting him. Hi, buddy.
get out here.
Do we still talk to Pat the NES punk? Was that the guy we met at?
I've never actually talked to him.
Was that the guy we talked to at the games? Too Many Games.
Yeah, I was like, Pat's here, and he's like, hey, I remember this guy. I honestly doubt he remembered me. I have talked to him, like, in the sense I've seen him, like, at his table and said hi to him and stuff like that. There's no way he remembered me. I think he was just being really nice.
Joey says his name is Brendan, not Sean.
What?
Joey says his name is Brendan, not Sean. I only know him as Wet Movie 1, so I don't know.
So he says he's down to chill. Yeah, I mean,
Golden Girls Fullness. What does that mean?
wait, did I keep saying Sean? I'm going nuts.
Oh, you're thinking of...
I'm thinking Cool Duder. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten yet today. My brain's going crazy. Sorry, I meant Brendan, not Sean. I don't know. I'm going nuts. I'm tired. It's almost time to stop this video.
half hour, man.
I didn't even realize I was saying that.
Yeah.
I think you guys should know by now. I've been doing these videos for 9 years. I don't actually pay attention when I talk. I say things in my video all the time, then I'm like, oh, I said that? Whoops.
He calls me Booth Babe Greg all the time, so...
I call people by the wrong names. I just say things that I'm like, why did I say that? Like, that didn't even make any sense. Like, I'll hand up a movie and be like, Back to the Future is one of my all-time favorite movies. And then, like what? Like, I do crap like that all the time. Anyway, so, Brandon, yes. I'm down to chill if you are.
Dustin's live. Says he's new here. How is everyone? We're great, Dustin. How are you? I don't know what that move was.
Yeah, so anyway. Where are we at?
Dun, 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 dun.
Wet Movie's a stud around the ladies, so be prepared to fend off the babes.
Oh. I'm taken. Oh yeah.
But yeah. So we've been talking. Did we talk about Disney in like February? Did we mention that with you?
What, going to Disney?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I can't do it. We're trying to do like a. We're trying to do.
I'd like to, but I can't.
We're trying to do something in February because I know Rick wants to go. The twins want to go.
Who are the twins?
I've shot with them before.
Is that what we're calling Anthony and John now?
No. So we're trying to get something together where like a bunch of people are going to go down to Disney together and like get like a nice big room, because like we figure if we all chip in for like a big like suite, like a night, one of the nice hotels, we could probably get the price to like what we'd be paying if we go to like a, like I don't like if it's like a, you know, 100. It's probably more than 100. Let's just say it's let's say like if like just you and I went down and we split it and it was going to cost us $100 each a night to stay at one of the budget hotels. If we get like 6 people together and we stay at a nice suite and we can get that suite down to $100 a night, I mean, that'd be awesome. So we're paying the same amount we're still all individually paying the same amount, but we're doing it in a really nice hotel. That's the idea. We're trying to do that.
What movie asked if there are any good places or hotels to stay out there if he ever came to hang out?
In this area, I don't know.
Where did Adam the Woo stay when he was here?
I don't remember where Adam stayed. Adam probably got a cheap hotel. I don't remember where though.
I mean, I got a hide-a-bed.
There you go. I don't need room for anybody to stay in this house. We have a spare bedroom, but we turned it into an office / my storage room for the store. So we actually used to have a pull-out bed in there, but I ran out of room, so I threw it out. Yeah, Wet Movie 1 and Cinema Sick, this movie hunting video would be epic. I agree. That'd be fun.
Donald, let's keep it polite, man.
Yeah.
Let's not start a flame war.
Oh my God, Joey, $100 a night is scam. Joey, $100 would be cheap for a Disney hotel.
I think Joey just thinks everything Disney does is a scam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I think if Disney was like, hey, we're having a sale on bottled water, it's 50 cents a bottle, he'd be like, this sounds like a scam.
You know where they scam you is on Coke, because apparently they get all like their Coke for free. Just by having Coke they have a thing with Coke. Apparently, just because Coke is in Disney parks, they get all their syrup and stuff for free, but they still charge you like, you know, $5 or whatever, or $6, you know, for a Coke. So that's like all 100% profit. That's a scam.
Connor asks how I met my wife. We actually met on a dating website called...
Something to do with an umbrella, right?
Yes.
A yellow umbrella?
Yes. It was called plentyoffish.com.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we
Oh.
met on a website called plentyoffish.com. The free one. And that's how you should meet, on a free dating website. Because guess what? I found out that if you pay for like one of the dating websites that charges you, you know who you meet? All the same people that are on the free one as well. So...
Joey, did it rain where you are? Yeah, we had a big storm come through like, I don't know, 2 hours ago. I think it's over now.
Retro Ryan, I have way too many vintage toys. It drives my wife crazy.
By the way, vintage toy, am I getting those things or no?
You know what? I think we're gonna hold on to them actually after. I'm sorry,
Bastard.
man. I'm sorry.
So much for getting those display cases. Got me all excited. Gary wants to know why I changed my logo. I don't know. Felt like doing something different. You guys, do you like it?
He likes sexy. You like sexy?
I like my new logo has edge to it, which I think is gonna I think it'll bring people in. Because my other one was like, you know, cartoon me, which is fine, but it looked kind of kiddie. So I think the new one's got some edge, and I think it might bring more people in.
Steven, you're insulting me here. You're insulting me. A Wet Movie 1 Cool Dude or Cinema Sickness collaboration would be awesome. What? Crazy Joe wouldn't be awesome in there? I see how it is, Steven. I'll remember this. I will remember this.
Donald says Disney pays for the Coke. A 75-gallon is close to... what? I don't know. Jamel likes the new logo. Sav likes the new logo. Whistling Salesman likes the new logo. Gary says it came from... Yeah, well, that's where I just started to change my store to. So, that's what it became, because the Cinema Sick, this retro store, I'll be honest, I've always hated that name. I just couldn't think of a good name for my store when I created it. So I was like, it's a retro store, Cinema Sickness retro store. And I always thought it was kind of cheesy, like it wasn't creative enough, but I always kept it. And then somebody, I forget who, maybe was it Gary? I don't remember. Somebody was like, oh yeah, you can call something, it came from Cinema Sickness. I was like, that's a brilliant name. So I was like, I'm gonna call my store. It came from Cinema Sickness.
Well, that's like,
and I changed the logo and.
That's like Joey Baseball. I was doing those Monday night live streams. I was calling them like Monday Night Live Stream, and then Joey Baseball was like, "Why don't you call it Crazy After Dark?" And it's been Crazy After Dark ever since.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, Garrett Bear Entertainment says he doesn't care for the new logo.
Marty McFly says we have to get the Angry Video Game Nerd to review Blank Me Sandwich.
Am I going back to the airplane hangar Goodwill? Probably soon. I do want to get back out there. Yeah. Dave, what do you like better, Jaws 3D or Friday 13th Part 3D?
Can I guess?
It's obvious. What?
Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws 3 is amazing. It's my favorite of the Jaws movies. Darth wants us to come to go to Brazil. Want to go to Brazil?
Sure.
Sure.
Are you flying us out there, man?
If you supply the plane ticket and the place to stay, we're there. Sav's is sending us his car. That's right. He has. What do you have, Sav? Like what is it? I forget what kind of car you have.
Dustin's Live is from Ohio. Dustin's Live's from Ohio. He's a Scientologist. I remember the song 88 Lines About 44 Women?
No.
Does anybody remember the song 88 Lines for About 44 Women? Do we have any plans to go to the Video Game Movie Dome anytime soon?
I was going to go yesterday, but because of the heat, they closed early. I knew it too because they don't have AC in that building. So I called I messaged her before I left Jake's. I messaged Pam and I was like, "Hey, are you guys open today because of the heat?" And she's like, "No, we just closed." So I was going to go there and I would like to go back soon, but gotta wait for this heat wave to end.
Will we watch a California Raisins movie?
Sav has a Ferrari, that's right.
I would watch a California Raisins movie, but I would like it to be a crossover with the Noid.
I want them to sing the was it the California Prunes or whatever? The old Pruny Night.
J2H, I love it, man. I love it.
I hear that they have some. What's that about?
He's talking about the Video Game Movie Dome.
Oh, about the Video Game Movie Dome. Oh, did you?
Yeah,
oh, you mentioned that?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I haven't watched that. I haven't watched that yet. I'm at the, what's it, about 45-minute mark?
Yeah,
I'll have to go check that out.
45-minute mark.
Yeah, J2H, yeah. Okay, somebody wrote, where was it? Retro Ryan says, Dave's sauce using your chicken fries it's just ketchup. Yeah. Honestly.
You like ketchup? You like ketchup?
It depends. Honestly, I think chicken fries are kind of the only thing I use ketchup on, to be honest. I don't really use ketchup that often. I'm a big fan of cocktail sauce on chicken, but they don't have cocktail sauce at Burger King. Where?
I want to go to Brazil more than Sweetums wants to go to Hollywood. I want to go to Hollywood.
Yes, you get all the good deals. You just hunt. You'll find good deals. Hey, CS, how do you make your logos? Because I'm actually trying to make videos on my days off. Says Bohemian. I made my logo just in Photoshop. I just built it myself in Photoshop. Chris says, good day from Sydney, Australia. CS, you have many Aussie... Do you have many Aussie films in your collection? I'm putting together a package, but due to the cost of postage... Yeah, shipping... I don't know what shipping to the United States is, but I know shipping to Australia is insane. I have somebody who orders for me from Australia every now and then, and, like, they order a movie, and I'm like, you know this is going to cost you, like, $50 for me to ship you this one Blu-ray, and they still do it. He says, because of the cost of postage, I'm taking a bit of my time to make it worth the cost. Do I have a lot of Aussie films? I have some, not a lot. Are you going to be showing a bunch of, like, exploitation films? Because that'd be awesome.
Dustin asks if we've ever seen the movie Alien from '79. Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
classic. Laura Ann asks if it's not 1,000 degrees or monsoon raining, would you come down to Man-Asses?
Oh, yeah, Laura wants us to keep coming down there. Maybe someday. I'd like to.
I love Man-Asses.
I meant you get all the good deals at Pam's and other people get looked over. Oh, hint, hint. Yeah, well. You made that reference too, apparently.
you gotta watch it.
I gotta watch that video tonight.
I was polite.
Well, yeah, he does get looked over now because he was a jerk. Yeah, that he doesn't get told anymore about deals.
And then my phone got blown up the next day. So
by
him.
Oh.
So.
I have not, Stefan. I've not seen you don't care about it, but I've not seen this Big Bang Theory finale. I will probably. I'm assuming this Black Friday, the last season of Big Bang is probably going to be on sale because that's what they always do during Black Friday. So I'll pick it up then and I'll watch it then.
Jesse,
you hate the show.
Jesse asks if we like the movie Leviathan. Here's a funny story about Leviathan. When I was in grade school, I hadn't seen many horror movies. That was like before I started watching a lot of horror movies. And a lot of my classmates went and saw Leviathan, and I didn't go with them. And the next day in school, they just kept talking and talking and talking about how scary Leviathan was and how they were so scared. Well, I hadn't seen the movie, but I was young. I was like in like the 6th grade. So as a result, in my head, I got this idea in my head that Leviathan was like one of the scariest movies ever made. And I watched it a couple years ago, and I just was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe that was the movie that like I went years thinking like this was like some terrifying film.
I own it, but I've never watched it.
It's entertaining.
Steven keeps asking about like Jaws Revenge. I don't hate it, but I don't. It's the worst of them all. It's all right though. It's okay for a cheesy movie. It's all right. My friend's cart was shoplifted at Goodwill. What? That's not good.
Sav, I hate the show. I've seen it. I don't like it at all. I actually recently saw something on an article. There was an article about how Warner Brothers added the set of Big Bang Theory to their backstage tour so you can get pictures on it. And it said, now you can sit in Sheldon's special spot. And I didn't know what that meant. And there was a link to a video.
Yeah.
And it was just a collection of scenes of Sheldon insisting he had to sit in the same spot. And it was a 10-minute clip. And I watched them all and I'm like, this isn't funny. Like, it's not funny at all.
I don't know. I like this show, but I can see how people wouldn't like it. Oh, J2H, about the American Pie movies. Yeah, I have, I think, American Wedding on Blu-ray. Contact me. I know you already contacted me once. Contact me again, because I'll forget again.
Vagabond Repertory Theater Company said, I brought up a good point. What movie did we watch growing up that scared us, but we looked at later and said, why the hell was I so scared of this movie?
The Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
For me, it would be, I was really creeped out. I don't know why I was so creeped out, but I was super creeped out as a kid by the scene in Superman 3 where Robert Vaughn's sister gets turned into a robot. You remember the computer like pulls her back and like starts throwing mechanical things on her, and then she opens up her eye and it's all silver.
I've seen the movie once.
That scene scared the crap out of me as a kid, and I look at it now and it's just so cheesy.
Yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street movie scared me as a kid because I think it was just Freddy. Freddy freaked me out. Like, I loved horror movies as a kid. As a kid, I was like a big fan of like the Jason movies and all that stuff. I didn't care. We had HBO and Stars, or I'm sorry, HBO and Prism is what it was called. Then it changed to Stars, but we had HBO and Prism as a kid. So I watched horror movies all the time, and I didn't care. I wasn't scared by them. But it was Freddy who freaked me out. Again, I think just because Freddy looked kind of scary. Looking back at those movies now, I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I don't mind them. I like them. They're okay. But out of when it comes to horror movies, they're not some of my favorite horror movies.
Donald Richardson, Mike Crawford, and Conor McGregor are all saying that scene in Superman 3 messed them up.
I'm gonna have to like rewatch that scene.
Gary says, question, did I see the Picard trailer? Apparently Jerry Ryan and Brent Spiner are coming back. Yes. Great trailer. I watched that trailer like 25 times. I can't wait for Picard. I'm a little disappointed it's not happening till like January.
Happy birthday, Dustin. I was scared when the mom almost died in Mars Needs Moms. Now I look back at how stupid that is. I guess that goes to show you how young Marty is then.
Death's Head says, what are our favorite horror movies? Funny thing is, unlike you, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies have always been my favorite horror franchise. Love the Nightmare. Especially parts 1, 3, and 7. 1, 3, and 7.
My favorite horror franchise, I would go with Friday the 13th. I love those movies so much. So yeah, that would be my favorite franchise. I always say Innkeepers is one of my favorite horror movies of all. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I like House of 1,000 Corpses a lot, even though the ending's like eh. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Exorcist, other films I can't think of. I hate being put on the spot.
Thank you to Chris Unknown. Says he likes my videos. I appreciate it, Chris. As for having more subs, you know, we're getting there. We're growing all the time.
I like how you remember that. That's a touchscreen. I never do. I every time you come over here, you always end up touching my screen. I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a touchscreen. I always forget. I don't even need this thing.
Donald Richardson says Dream Warriors was the best of the Nightmare sequels. I disagree. I gotta go with New Nightmare Part 7.
Which is the one with the dude who has like the hearing aid?
That was Freddy's Dead.
I like Freddy's Dead then. That's my favorite one.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually my least favorite.
I like
But
Freddy's
anyway.
Honestly, I've gone back and rewatched New Nightmare because everybody talks about how great it is, and I like the idea behind it, but I think the movie's just kind of okay.
J2H says New Nightmare is the boobs.
Yeah. Dustin says, I just joined your channel. It's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Does Maximum Overdrive suck? No, Retro. Maximum Overdrive's awesome. That is such a good movie. A comet turning all the...
I think it's... I mean, like, here's the thing. I think it's a terrible movie, but I think it's a great movie. You know what I mean?
It's cheesy,
yeah.
but it's fun. It's such a... Yeah, no, see that movie. I love it. Yeah. Steven, why do we need another Lost Boys with Corey Feldman? Didn't we had 2 sequels with him in it, didn't we?
Marty says, did we get creeped out by the WGBH logo? What's WGBH? That's,
I know that.
WGBH.
I don't know.
Oh
yeah,
Carlos,
Hector.
Lend me your ear.
Hector, yeah. He says Shining, one of his favorite horror movies. Yeah, that's up there too. That's a great movie.
Bioshocking says, what's the name of my channel? It is Megapodtastic.
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 I wanted to read something. Crap. Where was it? Oh, Joey, favorite Pirates movie would be the first one. I would say first. I'd go first, fourth, second, third, fifth.
Marty had to drop the bomb here. Marty asks if we like Independence Day Resurgence. Marty, never before has there been a movie that I so wanted to like and so hated. I can't believe it took them 20 years to come up with a sequel, and that's what they came up with.
And I know you disagree. I think you disagree with me, but I just say it's a rehash of the first movie again.
I don't see where you're getting that. I actually think it would have been better if it was a rehash of the first one.
I felt it. That's what I thought. I watched the movie. I thought there was just so much. There was so much stuff they redid that I felt like they already did in the first movie. I didn't care for it. I hated that movie.
I didn't like the fact that it was shorter than the first movie, and the first movie had room to breathe. But the second one felt like everything was happening right on top of each other because nothing took time to breathe. It was all rushed.
You like the first movie, right?
I love the first one.
Yeah, first movie's great.
I didn't like the fact that 2 characters who have the best chemistry in all those movies, Judd Hirsch and Jeff Goldblum, were separated the whole movie and didn't come together till the end. It's like, wait, you took the guys who had the best chemistry and separated them? I could go on and on. I don't like the fact that they fired the girl who played President Whitmore's daughter because she wasn't quote unquote hot enough, and they had to recast the role.
That's lame. Yeah, Dustin, the fifth Pirates movie is forgettable. Yeah, it wasn't that great of a movie. I mean, it was okay. It had some alright parts in it, but it's my least favorite of the movies.
Steven, I still think that Will Smith could come back if they did a third one. And in fact, I'd love to see them do a third one and kind of redeem themselves. I'd like to see them do an Independence Day miniseries on Disney Plus, quite frankly.
Anthony and Nikki are here. Hello. I like how he has to say Anthony. Spice Girl bike, so I better watch Anthony.
Gary says, wait, we got another joke from Gary. What did Worf say when small ice asteroids were hitting the Enterprise hull? Captain, we're being hailed. Fantastic.
Hey! Oh! Funny stuff. Where are we at? It's been almost a year since I subbed to Cinema Sickness. Thank you, Bohemian. I appreciate that.
Blu-ray Madness asks, what's our favorite movie of the year so far? I gotta go Endgame, I think. But you know what? Endgame or Shazam?
I really want to see. I really want to see both of those. I haven't seen either of them yet. You know what? Maybe I should just. I might just do it. I might just pay the money. Shazam's out, right?
Shazam's out, yeah.
I might just pay the money. I usually don't pay full price for stuff, but I really want to see that.
I love it so much, man.
You know, the only thing I'm looking forward to about, like, the day when physical media dies is that I will only spend money on stuff I really want to see.
Hector says, have we seen Gloria Bell? I've never even heard of it,
I don't know what that is.
frankly. Hulk Hogan biopic.
I heard about
Chris
that.
Hemsworth. I did hear
Yeah.
about that. I'm interested.
Marty, yeah, I've walked out of a store with nothing many times. Yeah, I go into thrift stores all the time and walk out. I'm like, this is just crap in here. Yep, no, that happens a lot. So before we go, guys, I want to just get your thoughts. So for those of you who are patrons, you've already seen the video that I shot yesterday at the flea market where I just shot the whole thing. No, well, there were some cuts, like, and I will do that from time to time, but basically it was like an unedited video. And I'm thinking about going back to that format because I'm getting sick of my acting, which I feel I'm doing. I don't like me in videos I'm watching back because I'm like, I feel like when I turn the camera on, I start going like, hey, so look at this cool thing, and I don't want to do that anymore. So and I can't help it. Like, I try not to do it, and I do it. It's like as soon as I turn the camera on, I'm like acting Dave, and I don't understand. I just want to be like this, where I'm just talking and I'm just normal. I'm just talking like how I normally talk.
Yeah.
So you're charming enough, CS. So I kind of liked when I was doing videos like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is, and I'm not gonna. Before, when I was doing unedited videos, if we went to like 5 Goodwills, I shot 5 videos. I'm not gonna do that anymore. If we go out for the day and we go to 5 locations, it'll just be one long video where you get this unedited portion, that unedited portion. But there will be cuts in the sense that if I'm like, all right, guys, I gotta look through 1,000 movies right now. I'm not gonna put the camera down and have you sit there for 10 minutes while I look through 100 movies. It'll cut, and then I'll come back. Or if I'm like, oh, do I own this movie? I don't remember. It might cut there because I got to go on my phone and look up to see if I have a movie. So there might be cuts now, but for the most part, it'll be unedited. I think I'm gonna go back to doing that. Everybody says it's. They seem to like the idea.
Joey asked.
So I think I'm gonna go back to doing that.
Joey asked who.
No, I'll still no, Donald. I'll still do Annabelle.
Joey asked who got fired for not being hot enough. It was Mae Whitman, actress Mae Whitman. She's the voice of Tinkerbell in the Tinkerbell animated movies.
I love those movies.
But she played Thomas Whitmore's daughter in the original Independence Day. She's still a working actress. In fact, the year they shot Independence Day, she had like a big hit with the movie The Duff. Is it called The Duff? I don't know. I never saw the movie.
I knew we were talking about that.
But it was a hit. It was a hit, and she was like the headline star of it. But like the producers of Independence Day were like, no, we want someone like hotter to be Whitmore's daughter. So she didn't get to come back.
Jesse, I have watched Blood Diner. It was a fun movie. I liked it. Reptile Dude says, I don't mind as long videos. Although I want to know, also going to talk about what you watched. I haven't decided on that yet. I might just go back to doing like maybe either like weekly or monthly review videos again. Maybe not monthly review videos. That's a lot of stuff to review. I might just go back to doing. I might go like weekly review videos. Maybe on like a Friday, I'll be like, here's what I watched or something like that. Maybe Fridays will become like review video days or something like that. Or I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe maybe what I'll do. Maybe I won't have like a specific day for review videos. Maybe if a day comes up where I'm like, I've got a lot of stuff on my plate today. Like I got 1,000 things to do. I got to mow the lawn. I got to get orders out. I got to fix the pipe in a house, something like that. and I know I'm so swamped with stuff. Maybe I'll leave reviews for those days. They'll kind of be my emergency days, we'll say. Maybe I'll do that.
I'm gonna put my water.
What app do I use for your movies? What do you mean, Amber? Like to edit them? I just use iMovie. If that's what you're talking about, I don't know. I'm not sure. What's Gary saying?
You started bringing back the food, right?
Yeah, I did.
That was Dave Perello's favorite part.
I'll probably. Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm going to have some cuts and videos. So, like, if we go out for the day and we're filming, we go to a Goodwill and then we get lunch. I can throw in between, the Goodwill and the other thrift store we go out to. I can throw a quick little we're eating thing in there. I can still do that. I'll still do that. So there will be some cuts.
You gotta throw it in if you find a flosser on the ground. Clean
teeth,
teeth,
dirty streets.
Clean teeth, dirty streets.
I was gonna read something. Oh, Gary, what's Gary say? Dave, if you're going back to long form videos, please cut all the dead air. Yeah, I will. Don't go on for 20 minutes without finding anything. That's when the old videos started to drag. Yeah, no, I will do that. Like I said, if we're I think back to when we were doing when Dollar Generals were having movies on sale. I think back to this one part where I put the camera down and just start looking through the movies. That was stupid. I should have did a cut there, and I'll do that from now on. If we're in a store and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look through all these movies now, and you know, I might do a cut or something like that. So yeah, we'll see. J2H, no, I could not cut all the toy hunting out. That's part of my videos now. Sorry. My videos feature not just cinema anymore.
Jesse asked when we think physical media is officially dead. Well, that would be April 25th, 2024.
Valentine's Day. Bummer.
Valentine's Day's in February.
I'm just joking. You just said the date and it made me just think of Valentine's Day. Bummer.
Joe, we have one last joke. Why did Lakutis of Borg take laxatives? Because resistance is futile. They make him poop.
Brown Bushman, are we a couple? Yes. Yeah. Get home safe, Joe, says Joey. Joey says you should get home safe. All right. It's 10 o'clock. I think we're done. We done?
It's 10 o'clock.
We done then. All right, guys. So, that was it.
I like when you put your camera down, the little girl said, ooh, it's a spy camera.
That was funny, yeah. So, all right, guys. It's 10. We've been on for 2 hours now. We're done. So, that's it. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching.
No, Sav, I will not be doing a live stream from my car.
No. You don't want to drive and read comments at the same time?
Yeah.
But you'll be doing it on Wednesday?
Wednesday I'll live stream.
There you go. So, all right, that's it, guys. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll be back next Monday with a live stream. And actually, yeah, because I think Rick will be here. Are you coming next Monday?
Yeah, I think
probably. So, yeah, probably. And what the hey, says Gary. And yeah, so that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So,
keep wearing those who's down to wear the pajamas.
What the hey. So, all right, see you guys. Bye. And that's it. So we're done. So
do you have to do an epilogue?
An epilogue?
Yeah, the little thing you do after.
I don't know. I don't know what to do at the end of the video. That's probably live streams. Is that like when I'm out hunting, I can find something cool to put at the end of the video. When we do live streams. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Well, head over to, if you don't already, head over to Joe's channel. Down to movie.
Down to yeah.
Check out Rick's channel, which he's promoting. Down to movie.
Yeah, go watch Rick's channel.
Yeah, and also head over to Joe's channel.
Mega Podtastic.
Yes, Mega Podtastic. Check it out. Good stuff over there. So that's it. So yeah, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness. Or no, it's not the Cinema Sickness Retro Store anymore. Now it's it came from Cinema Sickness. So I'll just say the Retro Store, and also hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna get myself a hamburger. I'm starving. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. You want to do the snap?
What the hey?
Well, it's not gonna work. You can't say stuff after the snap. Say what the hey and then snap.
What the hey?
All right, should we go get hamburgers?
Yeah, let's go get some beef in my mouth.
All right. I'm starving.
Oh yeah.
I want some BK.
Oh yeah.
Go to the BK Lounge.
What a baconator.
Isn't that Wendy's?
It's more exotic if you get it at Burger King.
Oh crap! I'm leaving my lights on. Ugh. There we go. All right, food in my tummy. I'll let you go first.
Hey, look, Norman's awesome experience.
I'm gonna have that. All right, food. Yes, you go back.